Mark, Ryan, we're here to break
Let's
down
go.
UNF
Let's go. Thank you guys
32.
for inviting me. Yeah.
Fucking great show, huh?
Amazing.
It was
As
one of my
always.
favorites.
As
It was
always.
10 finishes and 4 decisions. So
Did
Look who did their
You
homework.
gotta do your math,
Look who
bro.
did their homework.
Oh, we had 15 fights. How does 10 and 4
Bro,
equal
I was
15?
on the bus
Oh,
checking the
grappling
Instagram.
match.
I was like,
Yeah,
The
yeah,
grappling
yeah,
match.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
the one that's stupid and can't count.
Why?
You're right. It was
The grappling
14
match.
fights, and then we had the grappling match.
Yeah,
You
it
were
was
right.
15,
I'm
yeah.
wrong. Why do you think it was such a great event?
I mean, for one, the finishes, and then the fighters, the pros. I think every pro finished their fight, number one, and then the knockouts and the submissions were insane from every. There's a lot of like very high skill fighters that I saw, and I was like, I look up to them. Like I want to fight like them. Like he's 31, right? Tommy Aaron's 31.
Yeah,
From
I
him
think
to like the 18-year-old Edwards or Bonilla, I think that's his
Edwards
name.
Robin, yeah.
I've learned so much, and they're like so different ages, but you can learn from anybody. I feel like so. It was one of my favorites
Yeah.
for sure.
I feel like it was like there was a lot of ups and downs on that night too. I mean, there was upsets on the card, like clean knockouts, not TKOs. You know what I mean? And
Bro, I'm like
some
biting
controversy.
I'm biting my tongue right now because there's so many upsets. There's so many good
already
moments,
know.
Marcos.
I already know.
Bro,
man.
but you got to be on a high.
Yeah. It was
good for us.
it was a busy weekend. It was a very busy weekend, and I mean, I'm proud of our team. You know, we went out there, we did work, even with the ones that we couldn't get the W's with. Very impressed with our guys. So yeah, I'm a little high.
Yeah, I think you had a great weekend. But how does a coach handle that? Because there's certain coaches, right, that can have one weekend at an event, have great finishes, all wins, and then 2 weeks later, fucking no wins. Like how is that like emotionally for the team and for the gym? And
I mean, it's
dealing with that?
it's just the ups and downs of the game. I mean, you take the good with the bad, and even we didn't start the year off too strong. To be honest with you, I think we took 2 losses off the bat. You know, as a team. I think it's just how you cope with it and how you adjust from it. So I mean, especially in the amateurs, I tell these guys all the time, like as long as you go out there and you give it your all, and you can look me in the eyes and look at yourself in the eyes and say, you know what, I left it all in there. I'm happy, win, lose, or draw. Especially in the amateurs, because I tell these guys, yes, you're going out there and you're getting in a fist fight and someone's trying to hurt you, but this is practice for the pros. So if we can take from the losses, learn from them, and grow from them, it's not a loss in my eyes. So I mean, you just know how to take it.
Yeah.
So,
the ups and the downs.
Yeah.
Ryan, what fight do you want to break down first, bro?
Let's just go into the main event. Albert Tadavassian versus Tommy Aaron, a unification bout. Tommy Aaron just fucking looked insane that night, to be honest.
He's my favorite fighter, I think. He's
Why?
Bro, the first time I ever saw him fight, I was like, he reminds me of Tony Ferguson. And then I look in his corner, and there's Tony Ferguson. I was like, what the? They fight exactly the same. He's tough as nails. And my homie, he's done like a lot of just show for him and stuff. The way he talks, his stories, like he's a dog.
Yeah.
Like I can tell he's a dog. He doesn't get hurt. He doesn't get tired. Like those are the fighters that I look up to. Like the ones that are like super, super skilled, but like they're gonna like go in there and die if they want to. Like
I think I said in the pre-podcast, like no one should try to dogfight with Tommy Aaron. I just feel like he has the most dog at anyone from watching that dude fight.
That's man, that breaks down to decision making. If you're deciding to get into a dog fight, toe to toe with Tommy Aaron, it's gonna be a long night for you.
I'm wrestling. Fuck no.
And Tommy Aaron's one of those guys that you said he's only 31, right?
Yeah.
He's only 31, which I feel like he's in his prime. He's hitting his prime right now.
Yeah,
But he's
I
a
agree.
veteran. Tommy's from my era.
What's his record? Do you know?
I think it's 15-9 now or 14-9.
Yeah, but he's done bare
crazy.
knuckle. The
That's
way
crazy.
he's
Yeah.
Tommy Aaron has been around. I mean, I really consider him one of those guys. Marcos, tell me if you agree.
Yeah.
But he's a modern day gladiator.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
He's still one of those old school fighters though, in like
Yeah.
the new school,
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
that
Like,
story he told, his foot or something, how like he almost had to chop it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, what the fuck? I would have quit. What the fuck? That's crazy. Hell
But
no.
I mean, I think if the commission would allow Tommy to go out there and fight with one foot, he would.
Yes.
He's that guy. He's really he's one of those guys that's still in this new era of MMA, but he's from the old school.
Yeah,
Like he's a
still
guy,
relevant.
he'll fight anyone, anytime. He's your fighter's fighter. If you love fighting, you love a dog in any fight, then you're a fan of Tommy Aaron's.
You can't bet against Tommy Aaron. I mean, on paper,
I don't advise it. Yeah, I just
no,
don't
but on
advise it.
paper, I mean, who did you think would win that? Like on paper before,
Yeah, no, yeah,
people are
his
making
skill set is
Albert
not what he's gonna go after,
Tadavassian, man.
yeah.
Oh man, he's up and coming, likely
I mean,
getting that
again,
call to the
he was
UFC.
he got the call to the UFC, and then something happened. But he was right, like he's one fight away, right? Like he was right there. And then Tommy Aaron goes out there and does really well against him. But shout out to Albert too, because Albert took a lot of shots in that fight.
bro, you saw that
and
post fight.
He had that warrior spirit too, though.
The pre-fight, like the song, the walkout.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was
What was
so
it?
sick.
Did I miss it?
It was like a rapper or an Armenian
Yeah, it was,
rapper.
Oh yeah,
Tony
yeah,
Moreno,
yeah,
It's actually
one of
pretty
the-
sick
yeah.
though.
That
The
was
song was
so-
good.
I'm not hating. I'm like, what the? I've never seen that in a, like in an amateur pro.
You know, and I think
card.
that comes with some territory too. I mean, there's a lot of hype behind Albert. Everyone knows we have a huge Armenian fan base. You got Tony Moreno, one of the top upcoming Armenian artists performing for you. And then you're getting in there and fighting a guy like Tommy Aaron. The pressure was on. But I think, you know, Albert is just an amazing athlete. And the shots that he took, it amazed me.
Yeah, no, he was taking those shots. I think, you know, he couldn't get the takedown really on Tommy in that fight. I think Tommy was just very well prepared and fucking, you know, but Albert was there to fucking win too. Like not 1 ounce of quitting him.
No.
And he was taking shots. And then did it end with a, I mean, it was a TKO, but I think the
No,
ref
he
kind
was
of.
fighting. No, yeah.
No, he was fighting still, but I think the
conscious.
ref kind of called it because his face was
enough.
swollen up and potentially like a
Well, it
broken
looked
orbital.
like he had a broken cheekbone.
Yeah,
or
I don't think he
something.
did though. You know,
Okay.
good for him. Hopefully, he can just rest up a little bit and not too many bad injuries. But he was in there fucking. He was going for the win the whole time, even when it wasn't going his way. So those two guys, I think, couldn't have two better guys fucking represent UNF for a main event.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's see the clip of it. Go ahead, Chris.
Left hook, boom.
Oh,
Boom.
off the
Right hand,
leg
boom.
kicks, he
Both
was
of them.
clean.
No, yeah, I've seen this a bunch of times. Not gonna lie. And then right here, I thought he was gonna rear naked choke him, but
Yeah. Tommy just had such a great performance. He was just on it.
and I don't think he gets tired.
I mean, he
Yeah,
fought like
his
he
last fight,
fought
he-
5 weeks before that too, or 6
Yeah.
weeks before.
Just a savage.
Yeah, you know, like once you're a little hurt, a little tired against Tommy too, and he's not gonna let up at all.
Yeah.
Like that's when he just
Wow.
he lands some big shots.
Well, what do you think, Marcos? I mean, what's next for Tommy Aaron, right? He goes back and forth from MMA to bare knuckle.
Yeah.
I mean, what about a guy like Tommy getting a call from like a big show like the UFC? You think that's kind of possible? I mean, I would love to see it, but I know it's not in their quote unquote formula, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what, and that really sucks.
Yep.
You know, I mean, I got to kind of watch what I say. Obviously, I got fighters that I want to be in the UFC,
Yep.
but I think like putting an age restriction on who you're signing, it's kind of silly. You know, oh, we want guys that are 30 under, but even under, guys that are under 30, they're still not even at their full potential.
Yeah.
Like you got to look at the guys that are maybe 28 to 32, 33, maybe those are primes. I think like fighting primes. You know, I think Tommy Aaron should definitely be in the UFC. Tell me he's not. Who else can you? I mean, I can think of a few names locally that come through UNF, but Tommy Aaron in the UFC, you're not going to get a boring fight.
no, yeah.
You're not going to get a
It's
boring
kind of like
fight.
similar to Albert Morales right now. I think you could say like a little bit in
Yeah.
the sense of Albert. Well, Tommy hasn't been in the UFC, but Albert's already been in the UFC.
Yeah.
He's a little bit older now, but these guys on the regional scene are fighting the best guys on the regional scene and doing so good against them where it's like they deserve and belong in the UFC. But maybe the age and other things are just a factor
Well,
that
do you
they
think? I
want.
mean, MMA is changing. This year's been a really weird year. If you
The
really
UFC
think
is
about
like
it.
super weird now too with who they let in.
Well, think about it though. With this Paramount era, I
The
think it's
Gianni situation was crazy.
Oh my god!
Yeah, the Gi-
I was over here beefing it with the comments with some hater, like trying to like defend my boy.
go.
Bro, like it's ridiculous. He won. I mean, he didn't win. He lost, but like it was like a 2-day notice. He cut all this weight. He had a good performance. He was talking with the UFC already, and then you're gonna cut him.
mean,
and then
the-
you're gonna cut his opponent.
I mean, the big thing is
What
this:
the
is
fuck?
is I think did it come down to like, okay, well, his opponent won, but we're gonna cut him, so we got to cut the guy that lost. You know?
So, Marcos, I think you're on to something. I think
Yeah.
it's a little politic. I think, mark my words, I think within the next 8 months, Gianni is back in the UFC.
Let's
Yeah, I
go.
think
That's
he's a
my
win
opinion.
away again. But
Yeah.
again, it's like, you know, he took it on short notice.
Yep.
He missed weight. I understand that, but it was 48 hours.
You also know what it is
Fuck.
too, which I like kind of bothers me about the missing weight part. Is like he's a 25er who's never missed weight on a full camp. So even if he misses
Yeah.
weight by a couple pounds at 35, you know it's not like an unfair advantage
Yeah.
already.
Right.
Like
Right.
And you could tell he was still, even cutting the weight, he still looked a little, you could tell he just wasn't in fight shape at the time. Like, you know, like a really,
and he
you
did
could just
great.
tell.
He put on a great fight.
Yeah,
Bro,
he
to
did.
get dropped in the first round, come back in the second round, you can just see the heart. Yeah, I mean, listen, he's also an exciting fighter too. You know, he has that Mexican fighting spirit, as we all call it. Like, I think that's what UFC and the Paramount kind of looking for too, is that those fun, fun fights.
I want to go to the Paramount thing a little bit. Like, I think UFC's turning more towards that entertainment side of things. So I think, who knows if it's going to change? Like guys like Tommy Aaron and Albert Morales may get those shots because who's more entertaining than these guys?
Right.
No one.
I think what the UFC needs to do is, for example, every time they come to LA, right? Bellator used to do it. Come to LA and they're looking for some local talent to kind of fill up the cards, right? I understand the UFC has thousands of guys on their roster, probably. I mean, correct me, I don't know the exact number, but hundreds, if not thousands,
I think
of
close
guys
to the high hundreds. I'm pretty sure it's right around there.
on their roster.
Yeah.
But when you come to a town like LA, look at the local talent. Look at the top guys and say, you know what? Let's give these guys a shot.
Yeah.
Because not only are they the top guys, but they're also going to bring you that LA fan base.
Yep.
I get it. The UFC has star power. You can throw anybody on it and people are going to show up. But doesn't that give something to the show when you're putting on like the local guys? Like next time they come to LA, why not put Tommy Aaron? Why not put Albert Morales? Give them a shot. Put Gianni on there.
Yeah.
You know? And it does something. And I think it does something for not only as a promotion or for the city, but like for the community. You're like, all right, cool. Now you're getting the fans on your side. You know?
I also feel like the fighters in LA are like a little bit of a disservice to getting to the UFC. And I'll say why.
Why do you think so? Why?
Oh,
I'll say why.
No brainer. Even I know this, Mark.
What?
So there's a recent fight. Ethan Ewing fought with us once.
I just found out yesterday because he came to the event.
He was
get
there.
in the UFC off that fight. I thought he was booked and signed.
He fought at another promotion, but I think it's a good example. Is he got called up on like a week's notice or short notice to fight the guy the UFC were pushing at 135, big hitter Malcolm Wellmaker, right?
Yeah.
Ethan 8-2 on paper. It looks like he has no shot. He's a big underdog, but I've been saying it for years. Fighting on the LA scene, I think this is the toughest market for guys coming up because all the guys, there's great coaches, great gyms everywhere. Everyone's very well trained. I think you got Vegas too, but you know, if you're in fucking Wisconsin, you run up a 10-0 record as a pro, you know, you might get looked at because they see the records, they see the finishes, but out here it's so much harder to fucking do that. So, but you are more prepared. So Ethan gets a call 1 week's notice against a guy they're pushing on 135, and honestly pretty much dominates him the whole fucking fight. I think it's
it's the same thing in wrestling too.
Yeah.
It's California because I think it's so big. California is so tough. There's so many fighters.
Yeah, but the UFC does look at your finishes and like not wanting you to lose on the regional scene.
Stuff.
But in LA, bro, when you're fighting guys like Tommy Aaron, Albert Morales, Anthony Romero, Artunian, all these guys, bro, it's hard to go undefeated. How are you going to go undefeated?
Well, you know, Marcos, you were a fighter. Now you're running a gym, but LA, it's very hard to get a quote unquote easy fight.
It's tough. And like, and here's the thing, right? No discredit to Vegas. Vegas is the quote unquote the fight capital, the hub, right? You know, but it's like you said. I think in Vegas you have a little more leeway as far as like, okay, well, we're gonna build this guy up, you know, without not taking shots at any promotions or anything. But they have a little more room to say, okay, well, we like this guy who's 5-0. Let's get him certain fights to help him get to the UFC. You know, or his manager who manages so-and-so in the UFC lives in Vegas. I'm friends with. Let me do them some solids, right? When you're in LA, it's like, fuck. When I was coming up, man, it's like, you know, even with my time with Combate, it was fucking tough fights. It's like, Rafa Garcia, are you gonna fight Rafa Garcia? Like out the gate, man, I'm 1-1. Who do they tell you? Fucking okay, Bellator's gonna give you a shot. You're gonna fight AJ McKee. You can't say no.
Hamza is 1-2.
That's crazy.
Hamza is so good.
You know?
How is he 1-2?
LA is tough, and I'll tell you this: like even like when I was fighting, you know, like they were giving me what was this guy's name? Shit, man. I'm excuse me. Sorry.
You fought Gulo. You fought
who? And I hate the ginger.
Oh, what's his name? Who made it to the UFC?
He made it to UFC.
Spark Carlisle.
Spike. Sorry. Didn't mean to call you Ginger. Much respect, brother.
Mark is one of the podcast, bro.
He calls himself the Alpha Ginger.
The Alpha Ginger. There you go. You know, but like when I was coming up, like sometimes you're like, hey, Spike Carlisle, and you're like, fuck, dude, I just fought Gulo. You're giving me Spike? What the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, or it's like,
thanks, George.
I fought AJ Bryan, and then they're like, okay, next for you, we got Gulo. And you're like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you're getting like the toughest fights locally.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, there's no, like, look, man, give a guy with a blemish on their record a shot, and I promise you, he's probably gonna put on a better show than a guy that's undefeated coming out of another state.
You said it perfect. I believe that's it. But it's also a good thing, right? So if you do get the call, you're very battle tested, and you've seen this competition already too, right? It's not gonna be your first time once you get to the UFC.
But this is what sucks about quote unquote records mattering.
Yeah.
It's not, I love judging athletes on their skill, not their record.
Yeah.
You know, as a fan, you know, that's what I
mean,
look
there's a
at.
balance, right? Like you have to have a good record. You have to get wins. But I agree. Like I don't think you need to be 10-0 with 10 finishes to get the call.
It's
if you're
just a
fighting all
bummer for the
bums.
whole industry, right?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, even when I was coming up, there was guys that would make it to the UFC. They would get to the UFC, and then they'd get a rude wake up call because it's like, well, dude, you're 10-0 with 9 finishes, but let's look at the guys you beat along the way, and you're kind of like, Now you made it to a big show for what though? You just got knocked out in 30 seconds.
Well, I think it brings up a good point, like with guys like,
me, huh?
don't be scared, bro.
No, but
I'm
you're
not
being
scared,
tested.
but like this is real shit, you know.
But this
like,
is the good
you gotta lock
thing.
in.
Unk is preparing you, right? And this is the
I got
great
him
thing
calling me
about.
Unk now, too.
He's like 20 years older than you too.
I'm grandpa, bro. That's Unk now. But this is a great thing about the program that Marcos is running, and some of the other great coaches. You, though, you're an quote unquote amateur right now. He's building you properly for that, getting you tough fights, quality opponents, not giving you cans.
Yeah,
you know that's what he wants for you. That way, when you make that step to pro, you're going to be prepared, bro.
Yeah, no, yeah,
100%.
If we can get you a fight.
No, yeah.
We'll get him a fight.
Listen, bro, I think I got
some
the
ideas.
last time you fought, I think I said you look like someone that get to the UFC one day. I think I did say that. I think I did.
I appreciate you, G.
You got it.
But I feel like there's a lot of young fighters that I saw, even the last card, that are gonna make it to the UFC. Like, I mean, there's a lot of politics though with it. So like your skill, it doesn't really equate to your success in MMA. That's crazy. It's
part of it, but it's not the full thing,
like,
right?
bro, fuck. When I was a kid, I
formula.
thought like, okay, you're the best. You're the best. You're gonna make it to the UFC. You're gonna make money. Boom, 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 and then boom. It's like this. But with all the things I've seen with his career, with all the pros that I've seen careers, it's like
it's
That's
just
life, yeah.
It's just having the right people in your corner and the people that came before you that can help guide you the right way, not to not make the mistakes that we made. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of we have some of the best coaches here in LA, and the majority of the coaches have actually been in there and understand the business side of it, the fight side of it. So as long as you're not an idiot and you listen, and you're gonna be all right, man.
I should be good.
That's a message for you, bro. Listen, Mark. Start listening to.
Does Mark listen? Like,
not really,
No?
but we're working on it. No.
But how old are you?
listen,
Mark, how old are you?
He just turned 20. He's a
Work in
fucking
progress.
Give him until 21. And hopefully
I mean, he's got
the
till 21, or else he's he's
Yeah.
out the door. I'm just kidding.
I do feel like I'm not like mature enough, but I feel like this is the game. Like, this is the name of the game.
Well, listen. No, but part of the good step is that you're saying that you're not mature enough.
Yeah, no.
And then you
be
listen.
seeing me in the comments talking shit like.
Well, that I think is okay, but I think listening to the coaches, right, and evolving and doing what you need to do, you've got to be that sponge. You never want to be that dickhead that doesn't listen to these coaches who invest so much into you. But acknowledging that you're kind of immature and you got work to do, it's the smartest thing. It's self-awareness, bro.
Yeah,
That's what's going to get you to that next level.
Well, no,
Listen to this guy. He's already been through it and he knows it, right? And
He's seen
sometimes
it all.
us grow. I mean, I'm 28 now, so I'm not so young. But like, there's times he's always mentored me.
I
And
called you Unk last time you got pressed.
I was like, I'm a little too young for Unk. I don't know.
What is it, big bro? You're big bro.
Big bro's cool
Big
now.
bro,
Yeah, you
Bro,
big
there's
bro
times
right
like
now.
I
These
hate hearing
kids
what
with
he
the
has to say or whatever it is, but they've been through it, they've done it, and it's like to take in their advice and really apply it is going to get you to that next level, or at least they're going to guide you the right way. You know what I mean?
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, you want to go to the next one?
Sure, let's go. Artunian versus Christopher Cruz. You guys catch that one?
Yes.
I definitely caught that one. I mean, listen, I thought that fight was going to be very competitive and going 3 rounds and a lot closer. To be honest, going into it, I thought Christopher Cruz was locked in, but I think Arthur had a great game plan and just fucking executed.
Yeah.
And that's the name of the game sometimes.
He's probably like the one time that I like sparred him like fully, because I've only sparred like a few like really, really good people. I could say he's probably like the best I've ever sparred. Like,
It's funny, we were just talking about that.
Well, he's so clean everywhere
no,
too,
the
right?
day that I sparred him, I was so sad. Like,
Got your
ass whooped, bro?
I ain't gonna lie.
No. So real shit. So Arthur came in, and I've known him for years now. Obviously, great guy, and anyone he spars with, everyone's like, man, that kid's good. And he gives some of the pros that comes in, they come into the room, he gives them good work. You watch his rounds with like Jesse or Hamza, you're just like, this kid's still an amateur.
Yeah.
Arthur comes in And
Mark like an amateur.
it was like no. We were just talking about it yesterday with Chief and with Leon and some of the guys. We were talking about Arthur and his rounds, and I've never seen this kid so sad. Like he wanted to cry, and I'm like,
Bro,
listen,
I love that about you, though. By the way, I love like when you have that
Passion's a
emotion.
good
Yeah,
thing.
the
I
passion
said,
and the
and I
emotion.
told him, I said, you need these kinds of ass whoopings in the room.
Hell
They're only
yeah.
going to make you better. So yeah, hands down, like dude, Arthur's
He's one of the
I can't wait
ones.
to see him in the
He's
UFC.
gonna be on the contender
series, right?
He's gonna fight this one guy from Texas. He's really good too. He's not. I mean, he's good, but I feel like Arthur's gonna smash him.
Yeah, there's rumors that he needed a good performance, which I think he got, that he should be getting that call, whether it's contender or...
And listen, I mean, I just want to give a shout out to Christopher Cruz and all that guys will fight Arthur, and he came in locked in. I think he has a bright future too. He'll bounce back. But Arthur is one of those guys who really is good everywhere. I remember before we started UNF, we were going to some events and everything, and we saw him as an amateur, and just the way he looked and flowed as an amateur, like, wow, this guy's gonna be fucking good.
You know what's so cool though too is he's such a nice guy.
Bro,
He's a
the most respectable fucking guy ever.
He's a good human being.
He's the nicest
Humble.
guy ever.
Yeah.
Wait, what's his age? I forgot.
I think he's 27, 28.
Yeah. He's good.
So clean. I mean, this performance was flawless. But I want to give a shout out to Christopher Cruz, right? Really stepping up, daring to be great. You know, really just put it all on the line. You know what I mean? It's such a nice guy.
Yeah,
100%.
You know, Cruz is a great fighter. I mean, he's been in the scene for a long time. You know, he had an amazing amateur record.
Look in there, here,
multiple champion, and you know, as a pro, he's been killing it as well. Yeah. So, you know, my hat's off to these guys. You know, a guy like Cruz, like he challenged himself, he dared to be great. Is only going to get better from this.
Look, oh my, like that small detail right there. He has it in super deep already. Like he just wants to rip it, but the guy's hand fighting. He's taking his time, stripping one hand,
so patient,
stripping one hand, no rush.
Arthur's on another level. But one thing again with Christopher Cruz, one thing I liked when I finally got to, because I've seen him around for years. Right? He's been on the scene, but he came here to Content Day. He was just embracing the moment, right? Giving himself to the whole, you know, process, which was really kind of neat to see. You know. Fully just enjoying every minute of it.
Yeah, he'll be back. I mean, he's one of those guys that he's a fighter's fighter.
Yeah, most guys need this moment too, right? Where they, you know, fight for the first regional belt, whatever, they come up short. But then I think that you either learn a lot from it and come back fucking stronger, which I think Christopher Cruz will. But like this is gonna happen to most guys in their fucking career. This guy bounce back and stay the course.
And he's not out of the conversation, Mark, right? Because at the end of the day, if Arthur gets that call to the UFC, he goes contender, whatever Arthur does. Arthur
looks good on his record. Like and
then Christopher Cruz is still in line. That belt will be.
Yeah, if Cruz,
his
next fight he wins, he's right in title contention.
You know, what's Cruz's record going into this fight?
4-1.
4-1. It's great record. Okay, so he's 4-2. 2 more wins and you're right there.
100%.
You're right there.
Yeah, nothing hang the hat on, but
and I like him. He's a family man. I mean, he's just
he's a really good dude.
I was kind of nice. It was kind of really nice to meet him and get to interact.
So
with
funny
him.
because, like, I mean, not that you make assumptions about people and everything, but like,
I was going
all the fighters you look. No, you really do. But then, like, you meet them.
No,
and
he
it's
looks
fucking
mean,
great people. Yeah, he looks a little bit like Knife Face before we met him. I was like, okay, I don't know what to expect from Knife
Seth
Face.
is one of the nicest guys. So
but you wouldn't
crazy.
expect it. I'm not trying to stereotype
So I was like,
or whatever.
Sir, Can I sit down, sir? Or,
Face tattoos, bro. I'm gonna have to give me one right here. I swear to God.
Well, I think Arthur's definitely
numbnuts right across the forehead.
Arthur should definitely be in the call to the UFC or the Contender Series fight for sure, and the Christopher Cruz will be back. Can't wait.
Do you want to see him defend this belt, or do you want to see him
same
just
thing
get
as
that
fucking
call?
Alvin Morales, Anthony Romero,
Taco.
all the guys at the top of our thing. I would love for them to be here forever, but I want them to get the call, start making some more money, and really make a name for themselves.
That's also a reflection on the promotion.
Yeah.
You know, just you guys, UNF has the top local talent. So yeah,
I think so. I think
and pros, if you ask me.
100%.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, I don't want to shit on anybody. I love shitting on people, but if you look at there are competing cards.
Sorry, Grandpa,
and
relax,
you look at our roster versus others. I think we're smoking everybody else on the AMI scene, and that kind of goes with you too, Mark. Like guys like you, we want you fighting with us, but we've got to be able to make you fight.
Yeah, I don't know. Why do you think you're kind of? I mean, listen, I could get you a fight for sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, our matchmaker sucks. That's why we haven't been able to get
I think the last two events, I probably had like 5 or 6 guys actually decline to fight you.
I was supposed to be on the last 2 events. I don't know what it is. I know what it is, but I think it's when you know how to wrestle, that's huge. Like when people know how to wrestle, because you only get that one, like you have one chance to get good at wrestling. It's in high school. If you didn't wrestle in high school,
are you saying you're good at wrestling?
It's okay.
I'm a little good at wrestling. I'm a little wrestling. I know how to wrestle a little bit. But I think it's that mixed with the striking. When people know how to do striking and wrestle, it's like like people don't know, like people, I don't know, people get scared.
Well, you did yourself a disservice a little bit. Your first fight, you really wrestled him most of the time. Took him against the cage, but controlled him, but didn't show off too much striking.
Fight. You know, I hate that performance, bro.
Yeah, that was a little boring. But your second fight,
fuck you, right?
The second fight though was
say with your chest.
I did say with
Tell
my
Tell big bro.
But your second fight, you saw some clean striking, wrestling defense, wrestling offense.
Because I didn't get the finish. You know, my mom, she's my biggest hater.
But
like, she loves me.
So
she gangster
for what she said.
She's not gangster. She's
I co-signed it too. Tell him what she said.
About which one? Because I told you a few things.
I don't know. Your mom's funny though.
Nah, she's funny. But the first thing that I was gonna say, I don't know what this was talking about, but what I was gonna say is, it's because like she's heavy in my career. You know, like she wants me to succeed super bad. So whenever I fight, like, she gives me the best critiques and shit. And she was like, man, you hit like a bitch. She was like, you need to knock these fools. I was like, man, you're right.
Chris.
And I thought I had a good performance, but looking back.
Well, here's the thing though. I think his second fight, Mark showcased that he wasn't just a wrestler. He wrestled his first fight. You know, all he did, you know, was a lot of the takedowns and control. And then this second fight against a jiu-jitsu black belt. Mind you, he's a blue belt. He showcased his striking, showed that he can put it all together. I think had the better exchanges in the grappling on the ground. And I think that a lot of people saw it and said, oh shit, like this guy just fought a black belt and just made him, you know, you punch a black belt in the face and they start
purple, blue.
They start purple, blue, you know, white. And no, not to talk shit about his opponent. Great fighter, but I just think Mark has refined everything. And he's still growing and getting better. So I think people see that and they're just kind of like, oh shit. And then, you know, he couldn't get a fight, fought outside the promotion, won by submission. Now people are seeing like, man, this guy's kind of good everywhere.
Yeah, all three levels, right? Like, I mean, the grappling, the wrestling, the striking.
We just need a knockout now. We got to make mama proud.
But he hits like a bitch, bro.
Mama said you hit like a bitch, man.
No, she's right though, but bro, ever since that fight, I've been working straight. Bro, even Marco said that I just need to work my boxing, just really trying to get the knockouts. Because I'm trying to be like, what's his name? Edward, bro. Like, speaking of him, I'm not trying to like fucking segue too fast, but bro.
Why are you segueing so fast?
Oh, you know what?
We'll go in order. We'll go in order.
No, start steering the podcast, bro. We'll go to Edwards and Robbie and that thing right now.
Edwards Robbie, but I don't know. He has like the style that like everybody oohs and ahs at, and like that's what I kind of want is like an impressive performance. Impressive.
Listen, but your last fight, I really think that was. I was watching, and that's where I came up with like, damn, this. At 20 years old, and I don't know if you're 19 at the time or whatever, but
19,
to put everything together, the way you were setting up the strikes, you were having fun out there, you had showmanship, like compared to your first fight, do you also think that was maybe like just getting the debut out of the way, like being able to go out there and just let everything flow?
You're nervous. I'm thinking like I'm about to die, like this is it.
And your cup got back to your...
Oh my God. We haven't even talked about that, huh? No, that was my first viral video shit.
Marcus like, bro, I'm not putting my hand in there.
The debut is always like pretty slow, but... Hey, forget about that. But
no, we don't talk about it.
But yeah, like the debut is always pretty slow. But yeah, once I get more into it, I feel like I'm more confident. And then this next one is no shin pads, 3 minutes. So
I think it was just a little bit of nerves his debut.
For sure.
But, you know, I think he's showcasing his growth. So
no, that's what I'm saying. That from the first fight to the second fight, I thought it was a major fucking difference. Like just on all levels.
It's really kind of cool to see everybody's evolution, right? Now that we've been around a few years, just see where guys are starting and where they're going. Really cool.
Yeah, no, for sure. All right, so are we talking about Edward or do you want to just go? Should we go? Let's go in order so we don't get
don't let Mark fucking derail us, bro. Stop derailing us.
All right, so Ryan Lilly versus Rob Gooch.
Oh,
two OGs.
The two OGs. I thought, I knew it was gonna be a good fight going into it.
Did you think it was gonna end like that?
No, I didn't. I thought Rob actually looked really good until he got caught too. I thought he was doing a good job. Like I really did. I mean, I'm not saying anything, but do you think that illegal knee played any factor into him getting finished? Maybe, potentially, no, I don't know. But the illegal knee happened, and then we'll bring the highlight up. But vintage Ryan Lilly had a freaking highlight reel. Yeah. And what I love about Ryan Lilly is we'll see here, but the follow-up shots, he was very, very nice about those.
Oh, yeah, he went here, and then he
just pitter-pattered him a little bit.
Okay, I didn't see the illegal knee.
Is there controversy?
No controversy. I'm just bringing that up because
they were almost going to take a point away from him, right?
That was for the illegal knee.
They didn't. Boom.
Beautiful hook cross.
Yeah, but I didn't like that. Look, I'm friends with Ryan. I don't like that he did the little pity pat on him after that shit. I think once a guy is fucking down, unless you're gonna fucking smack him again.
Well, I do
know,
feel
it's-
like he
it's-
was gonna
Well,
blast
like, he was
him
supposed
at
to do
first.
it.
Yeah.
Also,
It
like,
might
bro,
be too harsh. It might
listen,
be
being
Yeah.
you, I think we know a lot about fighting.
Listen,
but
I better be ready because
being-
Ryan's gonna get in my DM.
No, I know.
I was gonna say.
Listen, being
No,
in the
he's gonna
cage
come for
in a
me.
fucking battle, like I think he drops him. His first instinct is like, okay, put him out. CC's kind of out, but he's probably like, is he out? Is he not? I don't know.
Yeah,
Boom.
it's a
I don't think it
double-edged
was-
sword.
Yeah, yeah. Like
You know,
you
it's a
just never know.
double-edged sword.
But at least
Yeah.
those shots didn't do anything. I don't know if it was like to make a joke out of it. Hopefully not. But like, I think he was really about to hit him, kind of restrain himself. He's like, okay, do I do it or do I not? Like, is he out?
it.
Type of
Yeah.
thing.
So
is
am
what
I
I got
wrong?
from it.
Yeah,
No,
a
I
little
know
bit.
it's
Yeah,
hard
okay.
as hell. Like, you
It's
just
all
never
right.
know.
I don't know.
I don't
What
think-
the
I
fuck
don't-
is
he's
I
a
don't know what I'm
moment, you
talking
know?
about. It's okay.
I don't think he did it like as a joke
Yeah,
or,
exactly. I
or
don't
any
think so.
way of, as disrespect, but I mean, I think it was enough to just show the ref like, hey, he's not
He's
defending.
out, yeah.
He's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
defending because you could knock the guy down and he like you hit him with one more, right? It might wake him up.
Yeah.
So I think it was kind of like there was a lot of things happening at once.
Hey, he's
he
out.
dropped him.
Yeah, yeah.
He showed respect, and then also he needed to show the judge like
All right, I
he's
apologize,
out.
Ryan.
He's not defending.
Let's
you
take
know?
this. I apologize,
No.
Ryan.
I don't think he
You're
had
fine.
any ill intentions with
Yeah.
that, as far as any disrespect or anything unnecessary.
Got it.
You know?
Okay, I've been checked. I apologize, Ryan Lilly, formally.
Well, no, yeah, but the
Well,
GTA
it was kinda
team,
funny,
oh
though.
my god, he brought so many people. His whole crowd was
Oh,
filled,
yeah.
and then he knocked them out. And then like this is like pretty funny, but it was kind of fucked up. Bro, he went to like the crowd and he just went, shh, 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 and I was like, damn, like.
I mean, listen, I get it as a fighter. Like, everyone's rooting
No,
against you.
you
You do
have
it. You're
to.
like,
Yeah.
all right,
But,
all right.
you guys also talking about, putting it all on the line, daring to be great. Like Rob, there was no reason for him to get back in this
Yeah.
cage. He wanted to. And I think also when you're a coach and you run a gym, there's this aura, right? You want to be the top dog, and to risk it all to get in there when you don't know what's going to happen, that takes a lot. I applaud, Rob Gooch getting in
Oh,
there.
hell
You
yeah.
know what I
And
mean?
again, I actually thought he looked, for not fighting for 6 years, he looked really good in
Was
there.
it
Like,
6 or 8? I heard the commentator say 8 years later.
it might be 8. I might not know my
Well,
shit.
commentators are probably right. Ryan's probably
yeah,
wrong.
I mean, what
That's
was his
my
last
opinion.
fight? Was,
Well, see, I think I get
was his last fight? Was
I think I'm
Rob's
the one that
last
gets all the
fight?
information for the commentators for the most part, but yeah.
Oh,
Was
okay.
Rob's last fight? Can we fact check that? Was it John Robles?
Can bring up
Was that his last fight?
Topology.
Yeah. Rob Gooch, Topology, Chris. Do you need us to spell Gooch for you?
And that was no. You know
Chris
what?
can't
No,
spell.
he knows how to
No,
spell
Chris
it.
can't spell, bro.
No, his last fight was Javi, I believe.
Oh, maybe
Garcia?
Javi. Yeah, yeah.
I believe
the
that was his
mustache?
last fight.
Yeah,
Yes.
El Mariachi.
If I correct me if I'm
Oh my
wrong.
God, I love the way he pulls up to weigh.
I might look
Dude,
like
he's
a-
such a showman.
like I
But
know
I
my
could
shit.
not do
No, no,
that.
this fight,
I'm
he might-
dying, I'm sweaty, and he's over here
That's his
pulling
whole
up in a
mariachi
mariachi
outfit, the
suit.
sombrero.
I can't do that.
He
Hell
fucking
no.
rocks it. He rocks it well.
You know, I will say this. Obviously, I trained with Javi as well at CMMA for some time. When we were in combates, I used to hate weighing in after him because you have to wait for him to take the whole get up off. I remember being so pissed. Like, bro,
That's extra
bro,
10, 15
please,
minutes. Yeah.
please, bro, please let me get on this scale. I'm dying. But, I can't hate on his,
That's
it's his
the
stick,
bummer
and
too,
it's-
right? Like we keep talking about, it's like the fights are one piece of success of a promotion, but it's also the pomp, circumstance, creating
Yeah.
the experience, right? So it's kind of like finding that balance.
No, man. I mean, that's his that's his thing, and it's a part of his marketing. So obviously, I respect it in the moments while you're thirsty and hungry. You just want to step on the fucking scale.
Dude.
You hate
Javi,
it.
get the fuck.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, dude, Javi, please. That was before you got weigh-ins in the morning and then ceremonial. So it was just kind of like you're waiting. You're literally waiting. That's your official, for the cameras. That was official. So that's how old I am.
That's one
Showing
thing
my age.
we've done a good job though. Is like our weigh-ins are fucking locked in.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's
no
talk-
one tell like every fighter that fights with, like first time fighting with us, like dude, thank you
I
guys
love
so
it,
much.
yeah.
I don't know how you guys do
Well-
it, but we're just locked in with that. Javier Garcia was the
Javier
last
Garcia, there it
Yeah.
is. See? That was in what? 2018.
Well, yeah.
Sheesh.
fight. Okay, so 8 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I mean, to basically come out of retirement, to fight a guy like Ryan Lilly. Like people can say what they want about like these OGs that are still fighting, or
Bro, they're beasts.
Ryan's never out of it. Like he's getting older, sure, but he's never out of it. And he also was a guy at one time who was like 11-1 or something like that. Fought Bellator, knockouts in Bellator, like all that stuff. You know what I mean? So like,
Never count Ryan Lilly out.
but
He's
listen,
good.
I respect both guys tremendously. I think for Rob to come back after 8 years, put it all on the line. I think he's just has that warrior competitive spirit and just. Probably wants to show an example to like his students too. Like, listen, I'm gonna go out there and compete. I'm a warrior.
Look, at the end of the day, guys, he's a fighter. He's still a fighter. He's a coach, but he's a fighter, and we always have that itch.
Yeah.
But scratch that itch on sparring days, guys. I think
I
I'm
was gonna
telling
say,
you.
but
I
I
think-
get back in there.
I think Rob's gonna come back for another fight too. I have a
think
feeling.
so?
Yeah,
Shit,
100%.
You know what I loved about it? Like his post.
Yeah, his post after too.
I loved his post. So inspiring. Like, yeah, you know, this sucks. I'm gonna take a couple days, feel sorry for myself, then back on it. Like, it was so raw, so real. Like, even his interview at weigh-ins to me was really inspiring. Talking about the journey and what he's doing. I think the guy's a great mentor for his students. I mean, total class act. His stock goes up in my mind.
Rob's an OG, but he's still young.
He's 35, I think.
35 years old. Like, I mean, he's
Isn't it crazy at 35 we're saying he's an OG? Like,
well, he's been in the game for so long.
I think the reason
Like,
he's kind of more of an OG too is because he hasn't competed in a while, right? So
Yeah.
it's like, you know, that plays a factor. But he's really, he's young. I mean, he still has some years left in him for sure.
I mean, he was already, believe it or not, I mean, he's younger than me, but Rob was already pro while I was still finishing up my amateur career. And we used to train we're on the same team in Alberto Cranes back in the day. You know, we had a whole fight team. You had absolute killers in the room, and he was one of them. You know, so he's an OG.
Yeah, no,
props
for sure.
to him.
I think he'll be back. I really want to see him come back.
And congratulations to Ryan Lilly.
No,
He needed that
First of all,
win,
props
you
to
know?
Ryan Lilly. Has been going his way recently.
And I don't know if you guys knew, Ryan actually got transported that night too.
What do you mean?
So no, he went to the hospital that night. Yeah,
He got hit with a couple shots.
No, he got hit with some big shots. Like he had paralysis on the side of his face, and the vision was gone. And so when after medicals, they ordered him to be transported. It wasn't Ryan's choice. They ordered that he could be transported. But that also goes to show, like, he fought through that. That kind of shows you who Ryan Lilly is.
Yeah.
No, he's tough.
Do I need to apologize again to Ryan?
No,
you think he's
no,
gonna
no,
come at
no.
me?
Listen, let's end the fight with this. Much credit to Ryan. We're happy he got back in the winning streak. And that impressive fashion. Also, Rob looked
Very
amazing in that fight.
Yeah.
Put some damage on Ryan where he had to get transported. He got caught, but I'm not going to call them both OGs. Respect to two just savages and warriors, and, you know, we got love for both of them.
Congrats to the Lion, man. Way to get back in the win column against a seasoned vet. Rob, man, I hope we see him again. What a task to take on your first fight in 8 years, man.
Yeah,
that's
honestly.
crazy.
Would you want to see Rob in there in an MMA match? What about a super grappling match since we did our first one? Yeah. Would that be a kind of a cool thing to see
the
Rob?
fans were like, we'll have to ask you UNF fans. I don't know. Tell me how you feel. I don't know if I love the super grappling matches, but you tell me how you feel.
I think. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go.
I think for the first. Okay.
I would actually like to throw him in.
You put me on there, I'm making a show.
Look,
I would like to throw it.
you know what I think?
I would like to throw it in the middle of the card as opposed to the beginning.
But here's the thing. Here's this, and I'll tell you guys what fixes it and what makes it a little more exciting. Right? Let's go. EBI rules.
Yeah.
EBI rules. Because you can't just say, because when you get two good grapplers that are defensively sound,
too. I forgot to tell.
you're not going to get anything. You're not,
no
it's
submission
going to be tough.
grappling. It's like, what's the point of getting a takedown or getting this or that if there's no points?
I think you should, if you do EBI rules,
So you're saying
you
we
have
kind of
something.
fucked up in our rule set. It's
Listen,
okay, Marcos.
No, trial and error, man.
Okay.
Like you have to.
Look at him being all positive.
No, but that's good. This is why we bring guys like Marcos and Mark on here.
I love that he's just putting the icing on. He's being kind.
Some
Yeah,
EBI
he's being nice
rules.
to grandpa. What are you going to do?
Or what about?
Open hand. Fucking.
Yeah, how about we do
That's what I
some
would
But
some
like, don't you have to get the
slap
commission involved and stuff?
Look, this was a last minute thing. I know Diego wanted to do it. I know Fed wanted to do it. So it's more of us doing it for them, like to get them in there and keep them.
You know, the
active,
best thing about that super grappling match was the comment section.
Yeah.
On the
Dude,
announcers.
that shit, we got like 1,000 likes on that post too.
Do you know what
which
was
is crazy.
But did you see the comments? He said
No.
like the two immigrants fighting for the last green
Oh,
card.
yeah. Oh,
It was
bro, that
so funny.
Somebody put Diego, one that tagged me and then I reposted. That was a funny. Who came up with that? Do you guys know?
I have no
Was
idea who
Fed or
said it, but I
Diego?
love
It
that
was
they.
Fed.
It was
I-
Fed.
I love
Yeah,
that they
Fed's
both
funny,
like
man.
just played off of it
Oh,
because I don't know if people know, but they're actually friends. You know, they get a lot of training together. So
yeah, we always train together.
that was like Diego just been, oh yeah, like this is just another Sunday. Like let's do it. Like that's my boy. Let's do it. You know, keeping Fed active. You know, I know he had his fight fall through.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know if people knew or not, but they're friends and you know,
And they went out.
put one out there and
Well, I
had
think
some fun.
Fed is likely making his pro debut on May 9th. So just so
Amazing.
everyone knows.
And Diego may be getting on May 9th. Mark might be getting on May 9th.
Yeah,
Might
you
be
know?
back. Hey, can we go back to weigh-ins for a second? Because we had a fucking huge mishap at fucking weigh-ins. Huge.
The 15 pounds.
Bro.
It's crazy.
Oh, with David, right?
David Rivera's
I saw him in the
opponent
crowd.
came in 15 pounds over fucking weight. Come on, Mark, get your shit
It's your first
together.
podcast, bro? What's going on? You're moving over there.
Jesus.
No, but
oh,
what
shit. I'm
pisses
over here
me
rocking too much.
what pisses me off about
nervous.
that, right? And David Rivera, he himself kind of said it, right? He's just like, look, if this guy was having problems making weight, reach out to the promotion, reach out to me.
Yeah.
Let's
Catch weight.
yeah, let's do a catch weight. Let's get it
15
figured out.
pounds is like you ain't even try.
Thank you. And that to me, and again, I guess I'm going to shit on somebody, but 15 pounds, you show up to weigh-ins, you know you're that overweight. That tells me you didn't want to fight.
Yeah.
There's no way the commission or anybody else is going to approve that fight at that point, Marcos.
I've never seen a scale off 15 pounds. If you come in and you're over by 2-3 pounds, maybe
agreed.
5, I'm like, okay, yeah, dude, maybe your scale lied to you. But 15, there's
I
no
wouldn't
way.
even come. I'd be like,
I don't
There's
even
no
think.
way. No.
my fault, guys. Shit.
No,
It sucks, you know?
Well, I mean, it really sucks for Dave Rivera. This guy put in all the work to be there.
Wait, so it was last minute he pulled out 15 pounds?
He came
No,
to
he
the
pulled
weigh-in.
up, he weighed
He
in.
weighed in
Bro.
at 1.6 or 1. What was it?
15 pounds, 14, it was
14
pounds,
pounds
14
over, yeah.
pounds overweight.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy.
It was supposed to be, it was a catch weight at 160 already.
Okay.
It was a catch weight already.
100%. But I think David's like a really intelligent kid. He's just like, again, and I'm repeating myself, but he's like, hey, if the kid really wanted to fight me, he could have called me, DM'd me,
I
hey,
didn't
can
have
we
to
make
cut
this
weight,
catch weight?
yeah.
Or, yeah, it just shows that he didn't want to fight. But I think we've got some good things lined up for David for May. I can't really say too much, but
Come on, spill the
That
beans, bro.
sucks. I
Spill the
can't.
beans. Okay.
And again, man, like, you know, it sucks for David. He didn't get to fight. It sucks for the fans. Like, David comes out and
No,
puts
I like
on a
watching
show.
him fight,
I'm a
yeah.
big fan of David's, by the way.
oh, he's a talented guy.
He's, you know, I've
Tough.
had
He made
to
it
very
for you
corner against
fighting
him, you know.
Hamza Trad, who I think the world of, honestly. But
yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
like that fight. I've said it from
why?
day one.
Look,
Why?
these
Why?
Yeah.
Why would Hamza? I
a
didn't.
45er.
Thank you. That's my point.
Oh,
like
yeah,
I
yeah,
never
yeah,
felt.
yeah.
well, I like the fight in this. I think it made sense. Honestly, I don't think the fight made sense, but you know, 2 high-level guys. I love
Well,
watching those kind of
well,
fights.
that's the
but,
thing
It was
about-
such a great fight,
Yeah,
too.
it
No,
was.
it was.
Great fight.
Again, it's just me. Like,
But no, the
being-
fight
being
didn't make
grappled.
sense.
No,
the
no,
fight really
being
didn't make
grappled.
sense.
But you're
like-
right though. You're right though, because
No, me being
Hamza,
grappled,
he's not a 55er. at
no,
all.
I don't feel like Hamza should have been fighting a guy at that talent level at 55. Hamza belongs down at
Yeah.
45.
He even made 35 before. There's
Right.
no way he's yeah.
And that's what's crazy. Like when we talk about records, Hamza Trad, who I think is one of the most talented people out there, is now 1 and 2 as a pro.
Crazy. But you know what? There comes sometimes us as fighters, we have to be safe from ourselves, because
Yep.
I use myself as an example. I was the guy that was like, all right, cool, anyone, anytime, I don't care, I can beat this guy, because I believed in myself, right? Even when I knew in the back of my head, I was like, I'm probably gonna
This
get
guy's a
wrestle fucked.
savage,
I'm
yeah.
probably gonna get wrestle fucked,
hunt
but
me.
hey, I may catch this guy with a knee on the way in. You know, that's where the coaching and the people around you come into play. Like, hey, listen, man, like, okay, you are a UFC talent. Maybe we don't take this fight right now.
Yeah.
Let's build.
Yeah.
You know, for me, Hamzat's last fight was a Contender Series level
Dude,
fight.
that was
I
like,
that was
said
a
the
fight.
same-
that was
Yeah,
like
I said
the
the same
best of the
exact
best.
shit.
Like that was the best in
And
California.
I don't like
I'm kind
that
of
fight
mad that it wasn't on
coming off.
UNF.
Yeah.
It was good.
Coming off the David Rivera fight though, like
Yeah.
I don't love that fight. Get
I
one more
hated
fight
that
in there.
fight.
Get back in the win crawl, and maybe one more.
Yeah.
And then you fight someone like Puga, who again, that's never for sure winning against anyone. I think Puga's hands are great, his power,
Great
everything.
fighter, yeah.
But I think there's a time for those fights. I just
Yeah.
didn't feel like that was the
It's-
right time. Not saying Hamza can't beat him
Well,
on
the
any
thing
given night
about
or
him
whatever
is
it is.
like there's a lot of people ducking him, so he's just taking what he can.
Yeah, and you know
Yeah,
what?
true, too.
I get that too.
And that's very unfortunate, because man, Hamzat just wants to fight. And I think for a guy like him who's who's naturally talented,
Yeah.
who just wants to fight, you get to a point where you just say, fuck it, I'll fight this guy. And that's what happened with David. He went up to
Yep.
55 to fight because he
We
couldn't get a
him
fight.
anything. Yep.
You take on a guy like Puga because you're like, nobody else wants to fight me, and he just wants to fight. So at some point, you can't really be mad at the guy.
No,
No,
no.
I know.
I
Listen-
actually I admire and respect it. It was
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
just looking at wanting Hamza to succeed. And again, this is not me saying I didn't think he could beat Puga when the fight got announced or anything like that, because I want to make that clear. I've talked the highest about Hamza, but
Me too.
I just felt like at that exact time it felt like a stupid fight to me.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
There's
because
so many factors.
stakes
you're
were
gonna
too
have to
high.
fight someone like that to get into the UFC or that kind of fight. It's like maybe try to hey, like you said.
That
it's
was
a
the
good-
hardest fight he could have done.
You know,
it's just not right now.
The
Right?
hardest
It was like-
fight on the regional scene.
Look, I'll tell you right now. Sometimes it's okay to get those tough ones out of the way early. Like for London, fighting Rivera.
London fought.
You're not gonna. He hasn't fought a dude that is that tough or that good. You got it out of the way early. Okay. Now I think the next fights. I mean, Chris has been on the wrong side of some decisions lately. Like my guy can't catch a break. But get out of the way early. You fought a guy like David.
Shout out
I
to
guarantee
Chris.
you the next couple guys aren't as tough or as talented as this guy.
Well, you can
know?
go on a run, right?
Yeah.
But this is why they call it the fight game, the toughest fucking game on the planet.
Yeah.
Right? There's these ups, these downs. And, again, I think Hamza is one of the most talented guys out there. And that's where records should not speak for the athletes.
Yeah,
No.
100%.
Well, I think I stand by this. I think Hamza will get to the UFC one day. I think
Yeah.
he can turn
He
this
will,
around.
for sure.
I also don't
Yes.
think I don't know a pro since we've started UNF that's had a harder second and third fight as a professional. Dave Rivera, and then after that, Roman Puga. I think those are,
Yeah.
he's gotten out the way. Like,
Yeah.
even though he's fought tough guys in the
Yeah.
amateurs, Weston Quiros, a bunch of guys, like really, really good guys. I think he's got it out the way. He's seen everything. He's felt the L's already.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he's going to be very well prepared. And if I know anything about Hamza, he's so locked into like making this thing come true that he's going to be fine. But it just goes to show sometimes, like, I don't know. It's just a crazy journey for most of these guys, bro,
Yeah.
honestly.
Well, dude,
like,
I think I get a little too emotionally invested in these guys too, because I want Hamza to succeed, right? He fought with us as an amateur. I love him. I love his dad. I love his camp.
Yeah.
So I get all emotional. So I just want to see him win.
Yeah.
But this game
His
is not.
next fight-
This game is not all about wins, though.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But listen, I think he's very well, he's maybe been in the mud a little bit recently, but he's been through it all now, and like he's gonna come back stronger.
Well,
100%.
he's got the skill set and the mindset to be.
All right,
in
we
the
do have to
UFC.
switch topics unless you guys want to be here for 3 hours.
No,
We're gonna go through the
let's
card.
move on.
So, Pargib Kachachu and Todd Stafford in a rematch. Honestly, it was decent for the first round. Pargib ended up getting on top and then just hammer fist and put him out. But
Man, Todd's funny, dude.
dude,
I like
honestly,
him.
hilarious,
the
bro.
speech after
He's
about his
so
mom,
funny.
Yeah.
just that one touched me a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, look, you want to give it to. I think Pargib is one of the most. I kind of think highly of him, just like I do Hamza, right? I think he's the guy that's got the secret sauce that will be in the UFC. It's not if, it is when. I think for Todd to take this fight as his pro debut says a lot about him, and losing his mom a couple months ago and still taking this
I
fight.
didn't know about that.
Yeah, man, it just really shows, his true character. You know what I mean? He was in it. He wanted
Plus,
this.
he fought him before, right?
Yeah,
it's a grudge match.
Yeah, it's a grudge match. They fought as amateurs.
Yeah. I think Pargib is that guy. He's the next.
He's so nice.
I think
bro.
he is
He's the
too.
He's
next
my favorite
25er
fighter just
coming
'cause
out
of
of
how
Why are you
nice he is.
coming out
interrupting
of
me
LA.
fucking
I'm
on,
sorry.
bro?
I'm sorry.
Because he
just
has
does that?
no respect.
I was kidding.
Oh,
Sorry.
No,
That's what I got to deal with on a daily basis.
but he is so nice. Like, he's probably the nicest fighter I've
Have
ever
you
met.
ever rolled with Pargib, like wrestling?
Yeah,
grappling?
road. Yeah. He's really good. His wrestling's really good. His grappling's really good. He's gotten a lot better too, because I was watching his first fights, his amateur fights, bro. It looks night and day, like difference. Like he was not as good as he is now. So
we're seeing his
progression.
we're watching his evolution in real time.
Yeah.
And I think you see it. I mean, this fight was great. I think there were some great scrambles. I think Stafford came prepared.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, the scrambles in the beginning of the fight were just amazing.
Yeah.
And Pargib had a game plan, followed it down to a T, and I think for me personally, that's what I kind of expected.
Yeah.
But shout out to Todd, man. I think Todd came well prepared. It just wasn't his night, and that's another guy that's very talented. That he's gonna bounce back from it. He's gotten the tough ones out of the way already. You know.
Well, the cool thing about Todd Stafford, he's very transparent.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to make it to the UFC. I just want to get in there, do it. I want to
said
put
that?
on. Yeah, he doesn't. His goal is not to get to the. Listen, if you want to get to the UFC, your first fight as a pro is not Pargib. Let's be honest, right?
Yeah.
Unless you have no other option, you see a fight.
Yeah.
Like, but
But Todd wanted to test himself. He wanted to get that back. He wanted to be a man of his word because he had to pull out because his mom passed and wanted to fulfill that obligation. So you got to give props to Todd.
Yeah. Sometimes everyone's journey isn't the same.
Yeah.
And for him to say, I don't want to be in the UFC. That's maybe he's gonna be a great coach someday.
But Marcos, I love it because too many of these guys claim the UFC. Oh, I want this, I want that. But do they really?
Yeah.
Are they living?
No, yeah. A lot of these guys just say UFC just to say UFC because it's the end goal be all. Because if you're just fighting just to fight, it's kind of pointless.
Yeah.
So it's like you kind of have to have a goal at the end of it.
100%.
But man, some of these guys, like, dude, they don't believe it themselves. Which is like,
I don't think it's so much that like not believing in themselves. I said it. The first time I was here on the podcast, when I got into fighting, I was such a fan of guys like Greg Jackson, Nacho Berenstein, like their coaching style.
Yeah.
So when I got into fighting, I said, I never said I want to be in the UFC. People would ask me, hey, do you want to make it to UFC? And my answer was always like, well, if I make it, that'd be cool. But had I switched that mindset, and I say it all the time, guys like Albert, guys like Christos Giagos, these guys, my friends that I train with, every single one that said, I'm going to make it to UFC, made it to the UFC. So if that's if that's your goal, you can do it. But for me, I felt like my trajectory was always to coach.
Yeah.
And I got the experience so it would translate to my coaching. And maybe that's what's going to happen with Todd. You know, maybe Todd's just like, I don't care for the UFC. I want to get experience. I want to fucking be in there. I want to be able to say that I did it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Listen, if you're going to say you want to be in the UFC, then do everything it's going to take to get you there.
Sir.
That's right.
All right.
100%. All right, next one. Blake DeCourcy versus Jung Joo Choi.
Man.
I was doing something for this
that
fight.
one
I
was
think I
good.
didn't get to catch this one live.
What a fight.
You missed a fight, bro.
Great fight.
Like, Blake
I
looked
did see. I saw Blake. Ben Jones give him the double slap in the beginning before.
gotta love Ben fucking
Bro,
Jones.
honestly, that shit. Like, I love seeing that. Like, I don't know. You feel something when you see them do that.
Shout out to Eric Paulson and Josh Barnett, the originators of the fucking nearly knock you out before you go in there.
Are they
to
the
fight.
ones that originated
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know where it came from.
Yeah. So Ben Jones was from CSW, came through CSW throughout his career, and obviously under the tutelage of the great Eric Paulson and the War Master. So shout out to them.
Hey, the War Master did some commentating at the event too. And he kills it, bro. He's such a
I
talented
love Josh.
dude.
I still don't know if he likes me or not. And I've known him for no. Josh is cool.
No,
Josh,
same thing. Like he doesn't give you that. Like he's cool with me.
You
and
never
stuff,
get like a warm and fuzzy.
No, it's like
No.
fucking Ben Jones. I think Ben Jones hates me. Like it's okay. Like Ben is also just one of those dudes. It's kind of like you can't read him. You know what I mean?
I think it's like one of those guys that maybe you go out for a glass of whiskey or shout out to Josh's whiskey brand. War Master.
You really try to get his good side.
Send
huh?
me some whiskey, dude. I just want him to send me some
He just
whiskey.
plugged him real
Warmaster.com
quick.
buy your whiskey, whatever it is.
But I think when you get to know them, then you're like, oh man, he's such a cool
Josh
guy. I'm
is
sure
great.
I feel the same way. Sometimes I catch eyes with Ben Jones in the back and I'm like, this guy hates me. He probably does. I don't know. But he's probably the nicest guy once you get to know him, you know?
Hey, listen, he probably shows love to his inner circle. I don't give a
Of course.
shit.
Of course.
Yeah.
Man, great fight. Dude, Blake DeCourcy came out the gate like a man possessed.
Bro,
I was watching him in the back. He looked really good on the pads. I was like,
Dude, everywhere. Striking, wrestling, grappling. Like he was prepared. Not to take away from Choi against someone that I trained with for a very brief time at CMMA. He was kind of the guys that were coming in as I was already, exiting. But great guy, great fighter, but goddamn.
well, I love Choi's
Blake the
interview
Snake.
prior to the fight, right? And I'm like, we're asking, why are you going to fight a guy like Blake DeCourcy?
Yeah.
Like one of the top guys. He goes, I want to test myself and I really want to see where I'm
Fighter's
at and where
fighter.
I fit in.
Yeah. That's
the
what this
regional
game is
scene.
about, guys. Take fucking notes, man. Challenge yourself.
Yep.
Challenge yourself. How will you ever know if you're the best if you don't fight the best?
Listen, I think you're giving good advice, especially to the rising stars. Fight anybody, fight everybody. As long as you're not
Especially
taking
the
too
rising
much,
stars.
especially if you're not taking too much damage, you want to be as active as possible.
Especially in the rising stars, especially in UNF, like the talent pool is so fucking deep. Fight the best. So when you
what I
go
say.
to get those fucking pro medicals and you become a professional before you get a check, you've already you've got the experience.
Part of what annoys the fuck out of me is like people focus too much on the belt too, Marcos. I don't know if you feel that way. Like people focus way too much on.
well, like the media
belt.
doesn't help.
Listen, you got to build.
Dude,
No, you're right.
everybody's like, the
Well, this is why we're
cameras,
having you on your podcast. We're trying to build you up a little bit,
Thank
bro.
you.
Get
No,
you a little bit of
yeah,
a fucking
yeah.
following. But that's what kind of bums me out too. Like there's just too much focus on the belt versus just the experience.
And it's like, guys, listen, man, I was an amateur champion. I turned pro. Nobody gave a shit about that. That belt is dusty somewhere at Defiant Gym. I don't even know what,
Hey,
nobody
not
gives a-
the UNF rising star.
No.
Don't get me wrong.
These are
Who's
nice
hating on our
belts.
belt?
He's
I'm not even
hating.
gonna
No,
lie.
but you are right.
You know?
100%.
Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. You go pro, none of that matters. Guys, amateurs are for practice. Not to take away from the work that you put in, but challenge yourselves. Fight the best. I want the best for this guy. I want him to fight the best guys. And shit, if I have to call out somebody for him, I will. But I want him to fight the best.
Make those call outs.
And we will, respectfully.
Who we calling out?
We'll get there.
Okay.
I was gonna say,
I want to go back real quick with Tyler Wombles and Ben Jones just
What a
doing
camp.
such a great job with their athletes and their fighters. To me, Blake, his performance, he looks like one of those guys that could, make it to the UFC.
How old is he?
Dude, he's 22. Did you listen
So
to his
young.
interview, his
He's
in-cage
young.
interview?
Yeah.
So he works at a
22.
chicken shop. He's just talking about just being a real dude. Like
He looks mean too. He looks like,
bro, this is his first time fighting with us. I really hope we keep him on the roster. I really hope we can keep that kid busy. I think he's something special.
Before this, all I knew of Blake is like Blake's the guy that like he looks out for his people. He talks shit to his teammates' opponents like he did Saturday. He did it on a previous card, and I think Jake Baby and tried to kill him. he doesn't care. He's a
love
rider.
it.
He's going to speak up for his team, and I love that about him. I love that about him.
Everything about Blake DeCourcy, I fucking love. He's a pleasure to fucking deal with. Loved his fighting style, and I loved him on the mic. I don't know, something special there.
Shit.
No, I think so too. I think he's right there with the guys who's beginning that call the Contender Series.
Well, I think Tyler Womble said that he's been with him since he's like 13 or something like that. I think Tyler said it. Forgive me if I get it wrong.
Do you know his record?
He's 7-1 or 6-1 now. Blake
Amazing.
As pro, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's there.
Bro, he looked so good.
And at 22, such like amazing. Like give this kid a shot. He has great coaching. Obviously, he has a lot of experience in his corner with Tyler Wombles over at Classic, Ben Jones at the Den. I mean, he showed it all. I mean, his striking looked amazing. His grappling looked amazing.
Yeah.
His IQ for 22 years old, I was so impressed.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Oh, bro,
Blake, let me get a shirt or something there. I'm trying to get free shit here today, guys.
Buy a shirt, yeah. No, listen, he's one of those guys, again, I'm hoping we could keep him busy, keep him on the roster, because I do think the guy has a secret sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, man, amazing. Yeah.
One day I'm going to say that about Mark Sanders, too.
Let's go. I was going to say, bro, that should make
Bro,
me hot.
you got to pay some more dues,
I'm
bro.
not
We're
doing
getting
shit.
you there.
Nobody knows who I am and stuff.
Yeah,
but
you
We're getting you there.
It's okay. It's okay.
You're going to pick up
We're
at least 5 new followers from this podcast, bro. At least 5.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Listen, bro, it only takes it could be 1 year or 2 where it should
That's
just
what I'm
fucking
thinking,
change.
especially with like a KO. Once you get like a viral KO,
like
Yeah,
Edwards
working.
Robbins' video, I think has like 500,000
I
views
was
on it
looking
right
at it
now.
today, yeah.
Or maybe not
Viral
500,000.
KOs.
Yeah.
You get Chief's viral
Chief.
KOs.
Oh, yeah.
oh my
Yeah.
Over
god,
like 2 million.
Bro,
3
that
million.
was one of the best ones ever.
bro,
Go
he
back
won't
for
ever
Khalil.
stop
Still
talking
talk about
about
him.
it.
Yeah.
Like he'll bring it up anytime he gets.
Well, the funniest thing is like Chief tells how he got recognized in Vegas over
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I love that shit.
Yep.
I love that.
UNF make you famous, guys.
All right.
Well, listen, I don't think, again, not to shit on anybody, but nobody runs, I think, social media, especially on the regional scene like we do. Our team is just so dialed in.
Yeah, you guys pour
We get
so
that
much
shit out
into
in
it.
real time too. Like
Yeah.
in
Sure.
the-
Jeremy McPeak does such an amazing job. And then our graphics team and all the promos we're doing, I know, super proud.
All right. Well, this next bout, your guys' boy,
Yeah.
Jesse Langorica.
Turn the
wins
page,
this
bro.
fight.
Your bestie, come on.
By
son.
knockout.
Nah, fuck the page, but bro, oh my god,
Oh, right hand.
bro,
So
my
hype.
voice hurts.
So
Dog,
hype.
man, I was not expecting that too, because he's a wrestler.
I'm glad you just said that because I was
He's
going
a
to say the same
wrestler.
shit.
He doesn't even, and then like, he has hands, but like, he's not over here throwing a jab, pull. Like, he sat down in his mouthpiece, and like, I was expecting, because he took him down a few times. He let him up. He took him down, let him up. I didn't know what was gonna happen. Me and Diego were right together, and then boom, big old right hand from
I was
hell.
watching on my phone. I was at other fights, and the guys that were
What,
with
you were
me.
out in that parking lot watching fights? Oh, never mind. Sorry. Sorry, that was
Hey,
unprofessional.
I'm gonna keep
Sorry,
it.
sorry.
I'm
My bad. My
I'm gonna
bad.
keep PC.
My bad.
No.
Sorry.
But everyone that from our team that was we were watching it on the phone, and we just
Everyone went
everybody
crazy?
looked at us like we were crazy because we were all like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
You know, man, I don't know. What did you think? Let me fucking
Yeah.
ask you. What did you think?
I wasn't. I didn't.
Well, no, because I talked to you right after. I was like, "Can you believe this shit?"
What
were
I say, I
like-
forgot. I was probably like, no.
You
I
were
don't know.
like, "I was not expecting that." I was like,
Is that how I sounded?
He did it just like that. Well,
Yeah.
Jesse came. Well, Jesse was.
I wasn't expecting it, to be fair.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen. Does Jesse have a knockout on his amateur or professional career?
No,
I don't think so. Yeah, he's known for his wrestling
no.
pace and just being a
Yeah.
fucking dog.
Yeah.
So see that? I mean, I'm very happy for Jesse. I'm sure a lot of UNF roster is not, and
Yeah.
they don't want to
He's
see
a
it,
big-
but
bro, you know, I
I
have
was
so
happy
many
for him.
enemies because I'm his friend. Can you believe that? Like,
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
could
people
believe it.
don't
No,
like
He's
Yeah,
UNF's
I
most
believe it.
wanted for sure.
Yeah.
But it's cool, you know, he's my dog. But that corner work, bro, it probably
That was
helped
crazy.
him a little bit.
That was.
talk about a corner. Tony Ferguson and Jason Mayhem
versus
Miller.
Mayhem Miller.
Hey,
I'm
shout out to Tony for stepping in for me,
I
man. I, love
know,
it.
no, yeah.
God, props
Couldn't
to
have
Tony.
anyone better, you know.
No, listen, props to Tony.
That's kind of cool as a coach, though, right? Like
Oh,
in a
yeah.
way, like
If
you know, you
anyone's gonna
started your own
fucking take
gym.
my
It
spot,
lasts
yeah.
2-3 years. How long has it been? 2 years? 3 years?
Officially 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
You know, you're the head coach. You have fighters on 2 different promotions same night. You're running
Yeah.
around trying to make sure all of them are cornered.
Yeah.
You got to go somewhere else, and then Tony Ferguson steps up to fill your spot. How
Dude.
cool is that? That's kind of cool.
That's the
truth.
Marcus,
That's
you got to give
amazing.
yourself some props. 2 years,
Thank you.
what you've built.
Thank you.
It's very
Yeah.
impressive, and that's part of the reason we wanted to have you on.
No, thank you.
You're putting together great stuff, and I saw something different. Look, I still saw
Yeah, I was
Jesse's
gonna say,
crazy ass,
no.
normal Jesse like crazy shit,
Yeah.
but there was a
No.
different feel to Jesse this time? Like a more dialed
This
in
is what
focus?
I wanted to say.
Well, then say it, Mark.
This whole camp, I don't know if it's just me, you, but I feel like he was a little more locked in than usual. A little more, especially like at the venue, he was a little more quiet, a little more I got this shit, a little more just I don't know, just like dialed in. And then when he got there in the fight, he got hit a few times really hard, and then he looked at him, he was like, nothing. And I was like, his mindset is strong right now. Went out there and slept him.
That was a really big thing, you know, and not because he's my, you know, my fighter or trains at our gym, because I mean, I've known Jesse for a long time, trained together for a brief time, and everybody knows his history. He's kind of been everywhere.
Yep.
And it's because he's a hard person to deal with. But I think everyone kind of just gave up on him. So that's where I like to be a little different. I'm like, you know, let me give this guy a shot. And yeah, it can be a pain in the ass sometimes.
Yeah.
But the guy means well. And like, I love the guy, you know, he's always shown me respect.
I love Jesse.
Even when he's beefed it with like the teams I was a part of, like he's always shown me respect. And, you know, he's UNF's bad guy and that's his role and he's accepted it. But I think the biggest thing with Jesse is that he's had a hard time finding people to believe in him. And even his teammates believe in him, even though they have these crazy rounds and they fight each other in the group chats and they fight each other in the room. They believe in him. And at the end of the day, like our team backs each other up. Look at that shit. You guys want me? Hey,
you're famous.
Guys, check this out. I've literally had to stop a fight between Mark and Jesse. Okay. Yeah. We've literally had thrown up the M for Matador, baby. Let's go. We've literally, I mean, you guys don't even know it. Fucking last time Jesse and
oh my God, Diego were supposed to weigh in. They got in a fist fight.
They were on the same card. They came to blows almost. Like, you know, one of my other coaches had to kind of stop it. But again, these guys are passionate.
Yeah,
they're passionate about it. They're like, oh, you're gonna talk shit? I'm gonna kill you before I go kill this guy.
Yeah.
But man, like, people gave up on Jesse. We always believed in him. He's known for his wrestling, but I saw it. We flew out to Seattle for a fight.
Yep.
He's a dog too. He's got power in his hands.
Listen, Jesse is a dog.
Like he never says no to fights too. Like,
and it goes to show like the thing we're talking about, like LA talents. Like he saw really tough guys out here, but like if he's in any other state, his record's probably flip flopped. You know, the wins and losses realistically.
To finish a guy like Brandon Arndt.
Yeah.
That's a big fucking deal.
Credit to him, man.
Yeah. That's a big finish.
Yep. From a great camp, from the dance too, man.
Yeah.
You know? And look, and check this out. Like Jesse is the type of guy, he's the type of fighter that you got to save from himself. Because he'll fight anybody. Mm-hmm. He wants anybody anytime. He was supposed to fight Byron Valle.
Yeah.
I had to pull him. The guy's rib was fucked up from his fight before. He still wanted to go through with it. I had to call George and say, listen, man, his rib's still fucked up. He's not training because his ribs, he comes in, he has to get off the mat. So I you know, as a decision I had to make.
You have to do that.
You know, he wanted to go through with it. I'm like, dude, let me save you for yourself. And of course, like, you know, Byron, as fighters, that's what we do. You're a bitch, you pulled out.
Yeah.
You know, but, you know, for the record, I had to make that decision. And as fighters, say what you got to say. Like, that's what it is. It's a part of the game. And that's all good. You know, I like that kid, Byron. Byron's a stud who we'll get to, who's going to come back. But Jesse is a fighter's fighter, and he's a dangerous fight for anyone between 135 and 145.
Yeah. Agreed.
Say what you will about the guy, but he is a tough fight for anyone.
I kind of like Byron versus Jesse on the next card. If you know, that's like maybe the next fight to make.
I think Jesse just put an exclamation point on what you just said after that finish.
Yeah.
There's an exclamation point. I don't think anyone.
I'm never gonna.
If there were betting odds, I think most of the odds would have been to Brandon Arndt.
No,
right?
we had
he was like plus, minus 110 or something.
It was
like
even odds essentially.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I'll say this, and again, you guys said it last time in the commentators. His last fight with UNF, Jesse was the best that everyone was saying. It's the best we've ever seen him. He was in a very close fight against a top contender in Rosario.
Yeah.
You know, and for me, respect to Nino, I thought it could have gone either way, and I thought maybe Jesse edged it. You know, he Romero had to be helped out of the cage from those calf kicks. You know, Jesse hit takedowns. Again, credit to him. Yeah. Could have gone either way. Romero was a better man that night, and he got it. Shout out to him. But I think Jesse set the momentum in that fight.
Yeah.
You know, he let everybody know, I'm serious now.
The most improved.
I don't think
100%.
anyone that knows who Jesse Langarica is does not overlook him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If they know
100%.
him. Because his performances, he's a dog. There's no
And guys, and honestly, I got to give credit to Coach Mayhem.
Yeah.
Because you gotta line up crazy with crazy a little bit, you know, like they speak the same language. Like there's things that and I say that in the most respectful way. They are cut from the same cloth, and they were able to communicate. And here's the one thing you guys may not believe, but Jesse's very respectful. He respects his OGs.
Yeah.
Fucking if Mayhem told him fucking bark like a dog, he'd be like, oh, come on, really? And he'd fucking do it.
Yeah.
You know, same thing with me. Like he's always been very respectful. Shout out to Coach Mayhem. You know, he's been in the room with us, and he's been a huge help with the guys. And, you know, it's showing.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Yeah. Jesse, he does have two personas.
Yeah.
He has two different people, in my opinion, because he's very respectful, very humble, very nice with
I
us.
think he has fun playing the bad guy
But then
too.
he almost
You know,
got a
like
fight with Byron Valle at weigh-in, so there's that other side.
Really? I didn't even know that.
I'm not surprised.
Bro, I just had a knee replacement. I just had a hip replacement 2 weeks ago.
That's going to be me, the knee replacement.
Yeah, your knee replacement. We were talking about that. That's why I said knee. But yeah, and then they get into it. I have to rush down the stairs to kind of break it up and this and that. But yeah, I'd expect nothing different from Jesse.
Yeah.
Those are guys that are hungry, man.
Wayans were too smooth and too chill. We needed a little
he brought
action.
some excitement to it.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I'm very happy for fucking Jesse, you know, getting the knockout win, bounce back. And then Brandon Art, huge fan of his. I think he has a bright future.
Man.
And he'll
Such
be back,
a great
you know?
striker.
Yeah.
You know, we knew what we had in front of us. I told Jesse, this whatever happens, that you're going to get better from this fight. We knew that he could win, but we also knew the level of talent that Brandon was bringing to the table. So shout out to him, man. Fucking great striker. Keep your head up, man. I have no doubts he'll be back.
Yeah. No, he's another guy I really hit this first time fighting with us. It was kind of cool having a lot of first time fighters fighting with the promotion. He's another guy I hope we can keep active, keep on our roster, because he's another guy that I think is special.
Definitely love to.
I wish I was matchmaker because I can already think of some guys for Brandon. I'm just saying.
Let me know, bro.
George,
I was gonna say you're gonna have to.
Bro, no, I'm open.
I got Ryan.
You got my phone number, brother. You let me know.
No, not from our camp. I'm saying just as a fan.
No, I know.
These are fights
Let me
that
know.
I'm
You
like,
got my phone
this
number.
would be nice.
Anything to make my job
The
easier
matchmakers
right
did
now.
a great job this event, though, because there were some great fights.
Amazing, stylistic, amazing, man. Yeah.
All right, well, the next bout, I think this is the last pro bout we'll talk about, is Byron Valle versus Holt Falcons.
Oh, wow.
Falcons, sorry. Yeah, I mean, I think in this fight you saw a little advantage for Holt with the size is kind of what I saw in this fight. Byron is usually a 135 or went up to 45 because people were declining
this
him.
was at 45?
It was at 45. You know, Byron wouldn't say this publicly. I mean, I don't even know why I want to say, but he did tell me he was dealing with certain shit, but he just won't pull out. Unless he can't fight, he's not going to pull out of the fight. But he's a fucking warrior. Also, Holt Falcons like fight with us for the first time and make this kind of statement.
I didn't even know who he was. He has
Tough guy.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who he was.
Incredible
but he was really
Holt.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to me too, like fighters are like, I think Marcos, you were going there. They're their own worst enemies, right? Like I think there's a fine line when you should pull out, when you shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, and to me as a promotion, I hate guys pulling out because it causes lots of chaos.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to see guys getting in there when they shouldn't. So I don't know. There's got to be some formula there, right? Like.
Yeah, I mean, as a fighter, you don't want to let down the matchmakers, your coaches, the promotion. You know, I hate to go back to it, but you know, I've fought when I shouldn't have, when I was sick, and right after George was like, "Dude, what are you doing?
Yeah,
you why didn't you tell me? I would have pulled you off the card." And I'm like, because I didn't want to let you down. I didn't want to let you down. I didn't want to let the fans down. I don't want to let my opponent down. You know, he's got a family to feed. I got to make some fucking money. Like I had to be safe, you know, from myself. And that's why I think it's okay, fighters, to be vocal. Yeah. If you're injured or, you know, shit's happening in your personal life, go in there and, you know, just let somebody know. Sometimes you got to be safe, you know, from yourself.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think having a good coach and having good open communication with them too is good, because I think there's some fighters that will pull out for shit they shouldn't pull out for.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, somebody, my toenail. This.
There's a lot of fighters that don't pull out probably when they should as well. So you need a good team behind you.
That's what I mean. There's got to be this.
I think your coach and this person who's been through should really make the decisions for you when it comes to the matchmaking, those kind of decisions.
Tell us like the funniest reason somebody's pulled out, right?
Oh my
like
God.
Honestly, the weirdest one to me was like, someone accepted a fight. 1 week later, he's like, "Oh, sorry, it was my sister's wedding." Like he didn't know his sister's wedding, what day it was. And like his sister had a wedding on the same day as our fight. I don't know, dude. You never know, because some people just hit you up and say like they have personal reasons. You don't even know what that means exactly. But not that I need to know what the fuck they're going through. But you just never know.
But we have to do a better job too, like trying to do our best to only work with the best athletes, the most reliable athletes. I think the promotion also has a responsibility. Like you're talking about matching somebody up. Like if somebody's kind of shaky,
like, you're gonna have to
we also need to
blacklist
let their
these people.
opponent know this guy's shaky or this has happened before.
Yeah.
We got to do our best.
I've been starting to do that
It's
too.
not a
Something I
stable.
learned.
It's not a stable business.
And I think what's happening now too is you know, you guys know who you can kind of count on and who you
Yeah.
can't. You know, guys have built a track record of, man, like you got more pullouts than you have fights, dude.
Yeah.
Like if you look at a guy's Tapology and you're like, cancel bout, you're like, yeah, you know what? This guy's probably gonna fucking pull out.
Yeah.
You know? But I feel like with UNF, you guys have done a pretty good job of it.
So,
Listen.
We
I
try,
think,
bro.
yeah,
Sorry.
I think once like someone pulls out twice in a kind of short span, I'm just like, all right, just a red flag there. Now, maybe it makes sense to get them on the card or whatever, but you're just aware of it. But that's something in the business you can never get away from.
Yeah.
But you know, back to the fight. You know, Byron, you know, being a G, going out there, going up a weight class to get a fight. You know?
Look, Byron is one of those true rising stars in our promotion. From the amateur building up to his pro, there's a lot of hype behind him. He's got a big following, former champion. Do you think that may play into like the decisions he made? Like if he wasn't 100%, why he didn't pull out?
I think it just goes
in his DNA.
It just goes back to, you know, being a fighter's fighter.
Yeah.
Like anytime, anywhere, like I just want to fight, you know, and you kind of, although it's a little bit of, it hinders, you know, his career a little bit, you know, having that mindset, you got to appreciate it. Like myself as a fighter, and I think his peers, guys like Mark or, you know, anyone else on the UNF roster, you can't help but respect them.
Yep.
Because I'll tell you, like I watched that fight and it wasn't that one fighter was more skillful than the other. But I'll tell you, the Incredible Holt, and I'm going to keep calling him that.
Go ahead.
The Incredible Holt, the definitive factor in this fight was strength.
It looked, he did
It
look
was strength.
stronger, yeah.
The fucking guy looked strong as shit. I'm 173 pounds right now, and he looked like he fucking ragdoll me.
Yeah.
You know? I think that was a factor in this fight. It wasn't about skill.
Right.
It wasn't that he's better than Byron. It was strength came down to it. Also, I will say this because I believe in it. 31 versus 22.
Yeah, it was like a 9
You
year
got a little
difference.
bit of
I mean.
man strength.
Yeah, we talked about it on the
You
pre.
know?
That's I brought that up. I was like, do we think this could play a factor? Yes, and like I believe it does, but I think at 35, like Byron fighting at 35, there won't be that much of a discrepancy, even with someone that's a little older. But going up one weight class against someone who's 6, 7, 8 years older than you,
Yeah. Like
may play a
Holt's
factor.
starting to get his grown man strength.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe that, I mean,
Go watch his fight.
You go watch his fight and you don't fight if you don't believe in that. Does he have kids?
I don't know.
That's a very important question.
No,
Wait, what do you think?
If
what
you
the
got
fuck
kids, you got
having
strength.
kids
You got
make
strength, bro. Have you ever carried a fucking child for?
You get daddy straight, bro.
Yeah, dude. You ever
Nah, I
carried a
don't
child
believe
for
that one.
hours?
I
I
don't
got
believe
grandpa
that.
strength
Listen,
now.
let me
bro.
tell you something. Yeah,
shit.
exactly. I'm sure you've taken your grandkids to Disneyland and you're carrying both for hours, bro. Dad strength, grandpa strength is a real fucking thing.
Yeah.
Might be.
You'll find out someday.
I
maybe.
was gonna say, what the fuck?
Well, shout out to Holt. I didn't
Yeah.
really, this is first time fighting with us. I didn't
Great
know
fight.
a lot about, didn't really get to interact with him too much, but all my interactions were really positive with
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
No, he's a great guy, great
He looked
fighter
great.
too.
He
I mean,
looked great.
listen,
Great performance.
we could talk, Byron, going up weight class, all that stuff. But no matter what, Byron's a fucking dog and has a great, I think, a top prospect, so and great career.
Nothing changes.
So to even go in there and look like you're, to have a competitive skill wise, says a lot about
But
Holt. So I think Holt's
this may
fucking great
be
fighter
the
too.
best thing that's happened to Byron too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like with pro, this happened to him. Get a refocus, realignment, and then take it from here.
Yeah,
no doubt.
I mean, him back down at 35, it's that's his natural weight class, and I think that he'll get right back in the win column.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's if he doesn't fight Jesse, because obviously I gotta root for
I
Jesse,
was
but
gonna
no,
say,
But
the
no,
next
I think
one's
that-
gonna
I
be
think that's a fight
Jesse.
to make,
I
bro.
That would be a
would-
great fight.
But someone had to get did we capture the content way? Is that we got a little more promo pieces on it? I mean,
I don't know if we got it.
listen,
that's
listen.
the promoter in me
Listen,
speaking, but
Oh,
yeah.
bro, those two will go at each other.
Yeah,
Bro,
I
so
was
you
gonna
guys
say.
gotta
But
have extra
Jesse's calmed
security for
down
them.
on social. He's not as like.
he'll
Because
just
his
pop in
phone's
here and there.
broken.
Oh,
No, I'm
okay,
kidding.
there you go. Maybe we got to get Jesse a new phone. Maybe the promotion should pay for a new
How
phone
about
for
we do
Jesse.
that? You know what? I'll kick in on it. But no, I mean, I think Byron versus Jesse is a great fight stylistically as a fan.
Oh,
It's
God.
it's a great fight. I mean, I'm a fan of both of the guys, obviously,
too,
but as a coach, we got to prepare for a guy like this.
Yeah.
Byron's a fucking stud.
I was gonna say this is a
Byron
tough
is-
fight for
He's
Jesse.
a fucking
Yeah.
stud, and I think it would make. It would make for great content.
I think it brings
you guys
the-
are gonna sell the fucking fight. The only thing is, you guys got to up security.
Yeah.
Well, didn't you,
gotta
see
have
didn't you see the big Samoans at
Yeah,
the
we
last
have to-
event?
Okay,
We had
cool.
some Samoans over there.
We got a
uh,
huge
opposing.
ass
too.
big
You know?
Samoans.
No, I saw him. He was
Yeah,
too
you
scary.
gotta up security because these guys they got
Yeah.
that beef. But at the end of the day, I think once they're done, I
think
think
they'll
they can
squash
shake
it.
hands
Yeah.
and you know, it
Yeah.
is what it is. But leading up to it, guys, it's going to be fucking fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want that fight.
Well,
I think we all do.
We'll have to
I
talk
think
to
we could
George
probably
to
make,
try to
yeah, we
get
could
him
probably
to
make
get
it
that one
happen.
going. Yeah, I think that one will happen.
We'll talk to the
soon.
team.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next bout was Sevak Akopia versus Gregor Balkin for the
Oh,
first
yeah.
ever Who's Up Next title. Fucking
Oh,
biggest fan of Gregor. Honestly, I think he's one of the top amis out there. He's fought really tough guys, all that stuff. But dude, Sevak was just like, I feel like he didn't give Gregor room to
Olay.
breathe in this
Bro,
fight,
he's
dude.
6-1 now, right?
5-1.
This is like the
5-1?
BMF.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's our counterfeit of the BMF belt.
Yeah,
our-
Mark
our
said something before the
knockoff.
podcast talking shit about it, but it's
I
all
wasn't
good.
talking shit.
It is a
I was
knockoff,
just,
bro.
I was
Let's
just
be
like,
honest.
who's
It
this?
is.
But he would hang that shit over his shoulder
I
real
would.
quick,
I'm not gonna
right?
lie. Shit, I want that
He's
shit.
a belt hunter.
But no, yeah, this was a good fight.
No, it
Sevak's
was
young too, man. How old is he?
20? 20, yeah.
20, yeah.
So talented.
One thing I love about Sevak is he's staying active, fights whoever we offer him, does not matter.
Yeah, he got knocked out and then he took a fight like a month, 2 months after.
Yeah.
I was like, that's some real
Yeah,
shit.
Jason Jones clipped him, bro.
MMA math doesn't
Jason
make
Jones
sense.
is gonna
too.
take
But that's
him
what's
down.
so
Like, with
crazy.
records, like when people look too much into records, it's like, okay, his only loss, Sevak's only loss is to the guy with the worst record that he's fought.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and I think Jason Jones is the best one to
Jason
three guy,
Jones'
whatever you want to
record
call
is
it, right?
not-
It is
Jason
not
Jones
a reflection of how good he is.
No, exactly. That's why we don't look into records too much. I think the only thing we talk about when it comes to records is getting the call to the UFC because they look at that shit. That's just it. But
That's why I hate even putting records on our graphics and stuff like that. We
Yeah.
we used to not even put the records. Now production really wants the graphics up
Yeah.
there with their records because it doesn't optically tell you who that athlete is.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
I,
sure.
I think with this fight, man, the most impressive thing is if you look at a guy like Sevak, we've watched him literally grow up
Yeah.
yeah.
in the UNF cage, and he's every time you see him, his evolution is just amazing, and it's a beautiful thing to watch. You know, so
Agreed.
a kid like him, man, he's got such a bright future. He's so talented. Fuck, I can't say it enough. I'm a fan of so many of these
No, me
guys.
too. He's
but,
tough.
but he's
too.
very
He's
exciting
tough.
to
He
watch.
proved it in
Yeah.
his last fight. I think it was. where he
Against
got
Alexander
high.
Weddle, remember that?
Against Weddle,
Fucking
yeah.
Mark, his eye was like this.
crazy. That was crazy.
You know, a lot of guys would have used that as their way out. They would have quit, and he
I
kept
can't
fucking
see.
fighting.
I can't see.
Now look at him, dude. Like fucking, he's such a stud, man.
Yeah.
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 No, he really
Yeah, he deserved that belt.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, he's a UNF champion right now.
He's the up next champion.
Oh, next. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Who's up next?
The who's up
Yeah.
next
There you
champion.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Gregor too, but I don't know, Sevak just he was on another level. I think that's the best we see him look, and I think, like you say,
Yeah,
he's
I think he
Gregor's
knew
tough, too.
he
He's
had to bring his best.
experienced.
Gregor's very tough and experienced, and he could he's just slick, like with the catch. I think controversial, but he
Yeah.
caught Wyland in an armbar according to Camo or
Hold on.
however you want to put it.
Sorry guys.
Who is it?
Oh,
It's
come on,
Derek.
bro.
Podcast
You gotta
101,
answer it
bro.
now.
Come
Now you
on,
gotta
man.
answer it. Come on,
It's
bro.
Derek, bro. He's gonna be on some bullshit.
You gotta answer it.
Okay.
Yo, what's up? Yo, bro, I'm in a podcast right now as we speak.
Why are you calling, bro?
Come on, Derek, quit interrupting us, bro.
No, but
But like spinning back fist, the arm, whatever, like he could pull some stuff out, but like it just seemed like
Were you saying the armbar?
yeah, I said arm.
That he submitted the chief with? Is
according
that what you're
to
trying to
the
say?
Camo record,
he did
Chief
not
must have
submit
submitted,
Chief.
Ryan.
He did not
learn some
submit
fucking
Chief.
jujitsu. That shit was the
I'm
funniest
stirring
shit
up the
ever.
shit, Mike.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
need to
I'm
stop.
just stirring
No,
up
I'm
shit.
just
I
No,
know.
no, no. You know,
We talked about it.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I
the
know.
first and last time I got hit with a water bottle from the fans.
Yeah.
That one was,
that was
crazy.
You know what's funny about that? You know what's funny about that fight after? I mean, obviously, Chief didn't tap, rule sets, whatever. Controversy aside.
Whatever. That's
Yeah.
controversial
Controversial for sure.
Controversy aside, people are throwing shit into the cage, and Chris runs up to me. He's like, Marcos, what the fuck? Tell him to stop. I'm like, I'm getting it too, bro. What the fuck do you want me
He
to
freaks
do?
out and I'm like, dude, what do you want? Yeah,
It's like every time there's some shit,
Mark,
he
I'm like,
looks
help
at
me,
me,
help me,
and
help
I'm
me.
like,
listen,
I'm like,
he knows like you're the one to go to maybe
he'll
calm
like
things down. It's
yell
like,
at me. I'm like, why are you yelling at me? I'm just here as a fan today. Like,
I love
yeah.
you, Marcos.
Marcos, I'm like, I didn't
I'm in the
fucking do
game with
anything.
you. Shit's coming at me too.
It happened once, dude.
Oh,
Once.
shit.
There was almost a fight.
Oh,
That's one thing I
I'm
love
all
about him. He wants to
panicking
he
and
wants to
shit.
make sure shit like doesn't go
Chief
bad.
is
But
a
it's like,
good
dude,
dude, bro.
sometimes
Chief is
it's just
such a
like-
good
I
dude.
love fucking Chief.
He's the
bro.
best dude ever. So like,
Yeah.
I feel like his fans, his
Yeah.
family, like when he loses, we all lose. You know.
Listen,
So-
I don't
He doesn't
disagree with
lose.
any of the
he didn't
thing-
lose yet.
I
but-
don't disagree with any of the thing the fans
Yeah.
did, to be honest. When I'm out of the situation, when I can reflect back.
Yeah.
At the moment, I get all panicked. That's why I'm like, Marcos, fucking help me.
I
Come
was
on
like, I don't know what to do, bro. I almost got hit with a bottle myself.
No. Yeah, I just panic, bro.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things
that
you want to
was-
keep calm and
Yeah.
keep it all good. But after the fact, like I don't blame him for throwing the water bottle.
Dude,
I don't
yeah.
blame him for being pissed off. It's
well,
the
MMA.
post-fight speech didn't help either.
You know,
dude.
Jiu-jitsu, motherfucker.
in the moment when that happened, and I'm like, you know, Balkian saying his speech and shit. And I'm, you know, obviously, I'm like, man, shut the fuck up, dude. I'm like, you fucking nerd. But after, when I rewatched it, I couldn't help but laugh.
Bro, it's the
and I'm
funniest
like,
shit.
fuck, I can't wait for this guy to win again. I want to hear his post-fight speech so
Gregor,
bad.
yeah. No,
he's, you know,
He's a
fucking
good guy.
Well,
He
I
means
love
well.
Gregor. He fights whoever. He's game.
He's
like
never-
you know,
yeah,
he takes
no.
the craft seriously. Maybe you know is Chief almost like back?
He's
Maybe?
rehabbing his knee,
Yeah.
you know, because he I don't know if, you know, obviously
he's
for the UNF, he tore his ACL during that fight in the scramble, and they were on the ground. Took like a little. His knee was already bummed.
Yeah.
He already had a bum knee from the Axel fight, and the dude just kept fucking training, and then in the Balkan fight tears it. So had to get surgery. So obviously it's months of rehab, but he's slowly getting back in the room. He's you know,
That one has to be ran back at one point.
They will. And,
have
and
to.
listen. All jokes aside, like Gregor's I'm sure he's a great guy. I don't know him personally. He's very entertaining. He's great on the fucking mic.
Yeah.
Like who doesn't want to see that fight again?
Yeah.
You know?
no,
So
that's
shout out to
great.
him, dude. You know,
Okay,
he's a veteran.
I love that. I love that from you, Marcos. But yeah, no, that has to get ran back, and then. You know, that fucking
gotta
that
give Chief
promo
that
that fucking Gregor
opportunity.
pulled was just hilarious. And
Give
before
that man the mic, dude.
we
Every
didn't-
chance you get, give him the fucking
we never
mic.
saw that from him before. Where everyone was like the next day we watched, we're all dying laughter. Like, where'd this come from?
Now
Like,
he's become a total heel. Like,
Yeah,
dude, like,
yeah.
even when his like interview about stuff, like he's eating a fucking banana, like
Yeah, it's so funny.
Like I'm just like, oh my god, you're fucking great.
Yeah.
all right, okay. So this next fight, fucking, you know, great finish from Edwards Robin, but they fought for 2 titles. Who's up next? Title? Sorry, not who's up next. Rising Stars title and California State title.
Beautiful.
Elijah Duke was the champ going in. You know, Edwards Robin gets a first round finish. And Chris, I think we have a clip queued up. So this is not us saying this, but there was controversy on Instagram. People saying that the first shot Edward hit Elijah with was to the back of the head.
Yes, I seen that.
And
Yeah, you
people,
see
a
the
lot of people were
comments?
commenting. So
Can we
there
run
was
that?
Yeah, there's a clip made about it. And Chris, are we ready to go? That first shot is what people are saying is the thing, which I don't agree with.
There's
But,
no
like,
controversy.
I mean, I could see it. But
no. See
But what can you do?
Did he hit him there? No, he was moving his head forward. Listen,
Wait,
the-
they made a whole
hold
video
on.
edit about this shit? I didn't
Hold
even
on.
see it.
Yeah.
The
Bro,
rules.
he didn't even
This
know.
hasn't been posted yet, but yeah.
Really?
This is the game, and I offered
No.
to train together sometime, and yeah, that's it.
It wasn't intentional. One. Can you play it one more time, Chris?
Shit, the scary part is like
Look.
he didn't even like know he got slapped. He was over here like debating it. I was like,
No.
wow.
It
No, I-
wasn't illegal. Okay, look, I'll tell you guys why. So Elijah was moving forward.
Oh my God,
He
he's
did. I
nasty.
think he tried to roll the punch.
Yeah.
And it just so happens that that Edward threw an overhand and it connected. It wasn't illegal. If he was dazed off of that shot, guys, it is what it
Yeah.
is.
It's not the same as
It's not like he was
being ground
posted
on
on
the
the back
gra-
of his neck
yeah.
and punched him in the back of the
Yeah.
head.
No, so that's
You know?
we just saw comments, so you know this clip got made. But
That's
my
like
opinion,
500,000 views. or
But who's
something,
making
right?
the comments? It's people that don't fucking fight.
no,
Guys like
agreed.
me. Yeah.
Stop.
No,
You made
it
also.
is.
You think it's an unfair shot?
No.
Okay, no.
No.
I want to make that clear. I think the ref number one called the fight at the perfect time.
Yeah.
Thought it was a good stoppage, and that's not a back. I mean, you could call it a back of the head shot, but when it's like that and you're in exchange on the
Yeah,
feet,
whose
that
fault
never
is
counts.
it?
That's
Yeah.
nothing.
Whose
Yeah,
fault is it?
Yeah,
there's no
exactly.
fault. That's clean. If you ask me, that's clean.
It's like in the amateurs, right? Like they tell you you can't knee to the head, but if you're level changing, your momentum's going forward as the
Yeah.
knee comes up. If you duck your head and you eat a knee to the face, it's not illegal
Yeah.
because you change levels.
Yeah.
So that shit was clean.
No, it was.
Shout out to the Armenian Bruce Lee.
Yeah, Elijah will be
Gangster.
back too. I mean, he texted me after. He's he loved the matchup. I think he wants to do it one more time. Not in like a
No way.
Not in like a way of like no. He just loved the matchup. He's like, dude, I thought this was a great matchmaking.
Yeah.
Like I was excited for this fight and everything. And then he apologized for how he acted too, even though I don't think he acted that bad. To be
No.
honest, like
Well,
I told him he had nothing to fucking worry
Elijah
about.
Duke's a class act.
Yeah.
You know, he's a military
He's super
veteran.
nice,
yeah, no, he's
Great
the man,
dude.
And he's very
Damn, how old
talented
is
too.
he?
He's 29 ish.
Yeah, he's
30.
older than he's older than he
old.
looks.
Well, shit,
Yeah.
He's older.
Thank you
sorry,
for
I
your
didn't
No,
know
he
how
looks like
old.
a baby. Like in my
Yeah,
opinion.
Yeah,
he's
dude, I was
shredded
like,
as
dude, he
fuck.
looks
He
like
looks like
21.
Superman.
He has
Oh,
eight
me and my
pack.
boy was talking like, what does he eat? I think he's on steroids or something. He looks like
No, he's
six,
that
bro,
guy
1,
leads
2,
a-
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 abs, bro. Like
No,
he looks shredded.
eats-
Genetics, bro.
Pause,
Jesus,
pause.
Yo, how,
You know what I
genetics.
mean?
how deep are you getting into looking at his abs? I don't
but
know.
you know what I mean? Like he's shredded. Nah, stop. But he's
Hey,
shredded.
listen.
But
Hey, hard work and genetics will give you a 12 pack, bro.
No, but I mean, I
I'm
think
Salvadorian, so I
plus
can't
that
get that.
melanin, that melanin helps
I got a
too.
keg.
Yeah, but that was listen,
But I-
and Edwards Robin's 19 years old, 18, 19, 20. I don't know. One in that age
Edward's
range.
got a bright future.
And-
Who's up next for Edward?
Oh, 25ers.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to glaze bro so much, but I don't think anybody's gonna beat him in amateurs.
Listen.
I mean, like maybe like the
won't-
homie Clay. The shit my boy Clay got.
Yeah,
You
Clay,
guys,
you know, we Clay.
Playing
yes, sir. Yeah. He's been talking about it too. He wants that fight actually, and I think if a lot of people are ducking him, or if you can't find a fight, hit up my boy Clay.
Like,
He'll
making
be really happy.
matchmaking over here.
Yeah, he really wants that.
Yeah, I mean,
You looking for a job, bro? You know?
Oh, you know shit, but
let's get him out of Chipotle, man. Let's fuck up,
you're
baby.
exposed to be like, nah, yeah, I am working at Chipotle
hey,
right
listen,
now.
no, there ain't no
What's wrong
shame.
with
What? There's no shame. You're
No,
fucking.
there's nothing.
You're
Yeah.
supplementing the dream, bro.
That's fucking right.
Chipotle is allowing
That's
you to
a fucking grind, bro.
But it's kind of crazy because like last time I was serving bowls and shit, and they're like, "You fight for UNF, huh?" And I was like, "Bro,
No, there's nothing to be embarrassed
You know
about,
what,
bro.
bro? Like,
I was like, "Yeah."
listen, in all honesty, like you may feel that way today.
Yeah.
But 5 years from now, you're gonna be super proud of yourself
That's
that
what
you're
I'm-
doing
yeah.
what it takes to get there. You can't start off. This is the conversation I have with all my kids.
Yeah.
You can't start off at the top. Like if you knew our family story, like everybody sees what we have today.
Yeah.
You don't see where we came from and what we did to get here. We did the same shit, embarrassing things, this, that, the other thing. But at the time, you know, it fed the family and it created our future. So you're
Yeah.
creating your future, bro. There
Yeah,
is
man.
no shame in having a good, honest job. You're not fucking dealing dope on the street. You're not stealing
That's
money.
it. No, yeah.
Well,
At least
listen,
I'm
some
not
of these
doing no
scumbags
bad
Making
out
an
there
honest
nowadays
living, dude.
stealing money from fucking people and
Yeah.
scamming people. You're doing it the right fucking way.
I was a
man.
sandwich artist at one point when I was your age. I was 19, 18.
Damn.
I was a
What,
sandwich
Jersey
artist.
Mike's or Subway?
Subway, baby, OG.
Yeah.
Baby. Come on. I don't even think we had Jersey Mike's yet back then over on the West Coast.
All right, okay, yeah, that's probably a while ago.
That's
but yeah,
fine, that's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
You got a
I
lot
was
to be
gonna
proud of,
say.
bro.
No,
Don't
for
get caught
sure,
up in the
for sure.
fucking fast money,
Yeah.
prestige, whatever bullshit. It's all
Nah,
fucking.
be
Do
proud
what
of
you
that
gotta
shit,
do
bro.
to brick by brick, just
Be
build
proud
that
of that,
fucking
man.
dream.
yeah.
Man, you know, with who's next, Redbird? I mean, obviously, I'm not just trying to pitch our guys, but you know, we got some 125.
25ers.
Man, we got Joseph Munoz who just won this weekend too. We got Joe and
That'd
we
be a
got
hard
Clay.
fight for Joe, but
and I'll tell you right now.
that's what we're here for.
I mean, it's
Just,
hard.
I think you guys.
He's a hard fight for anyone, bro.
Yeah.
He's a hard fight for
Listen, it's like
anyone.
what we talk about. Dare to be great. Take the tough challenges
Yeah.
as a rising star too. You know what I mean? But
He's
I-
probably like, I'm not trying to, and I'm gonna say it again because
You're
I
not gonna
hate
glaze him,
glazing,
but you're gonna
bro.
glaze him. Go ahead.
I hate glazing, but bro, there's a certain style with like, if you do too much boxing, you're too heavy on this leg.
Yeah.
If you do too much Muay Thai, your hands are trash. If
Yeah.
you do like the karate shit, like there's just certain things. He's one of the strikers where I see, and I watch a lot of fights, and he's one of the ones he knows how to mix all three. He's not
Agreed.
too heavy on this leg.
Yeah.
His hands are nasty. He's bouncing.
Edward is such a balanced fighter. He's a friend of the gyms. He's come a few times to get
Yeah,
some
I've
sparring.
sparred
in.
him before.
So it's kind of
Stop with all these friends, Marcos. You're
know,
making it
I
harder
know.
for us
No,
to
that's
make
one thing I love about your guys'
fights,
gym is
bro.
like it seems like you guys have so many bodies on sparring
but
day
it's
and shit.
bad,
But like
though. It's
I see
bad, 'cause
motherfuckers
you
from
can't
all
get-
over the fucking
Look,
LA scene over there. I'm like,
I can't help that people know where to go to the valley to get good work. You know what I'm saying?
you can start declining people to come.
Is he glazing himself right now?
No,
I
well,
mean, but
maybe
it's
a
a
little
good
bit.
room, so people
Yeah.
want to come to
Well,
it.
we've made
but
it invite only now too. So there, don't look. I'll be honest with you guys. Sometimes the gym's DMs has so many people wanting to come by, and I'm like, we might fight you. So
Yeah,
I don't
you
allow
got
it.
to because at the end of the day, I mean,
Well,
you
our-
want to make sure you guys can fight guys. If you got guys coming
Yeah.
from fucking this way, that way, it just
Here's
makes it
that's
a lot
some of my
harder.
biggest problems is I feel
And
like
it's like
I'm
a
friends
guy,
with
right?
so many
Like a
people.
teammate of someone comes and
Creates
sees
issues,
Mark
bro.
fucking
Yeah.
getting good rounds in, right? We offer the teammate that's never came to the
Yeah.
gym before, but the guy's seen him like, don't fight this guy.
That's
I
another
saw him
thing.
train.
Yeah,
Don't
that's what
fight him.
happened.
Yeah.
I
So I
had
was
to
about
have
to
that
fight Darrow.
conversation.
Shit, that would have been a.
I had to have that conversation with him. It's like, bro, you're going to all these little sparring sessions. You're giving away your sauce
Yeah,
for
that's
free.
another
One,
thing, yeah.
and the other thing, you're gonna beat someone else and be like, hey, you shouldn't fight that guy.
Well,
Sparred him.
Yeah.
You like just hey, you got a lot of people training multiple gyms. That's cool. You got your one or two gyms. Keep it tight.
That's why I think it's fair.
Keep it
Because I do
tight.
think you need extra body sometimes. Like I think you guys with KD, right? Like a lot of guys
Yeah.
come over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good, but keep it there.
Look,
That's
look.
how I feel about it.
I've said it like this. I'm like, for the most part, the way I see it, it's the 818 versus everyone, right? We're in North Hollywood. Some of these guys will come in from gyms around that we won't fight. You know, once you get into like the 805, we might fight you. You know, we fought Thor's gym a few times. We might fight them again. You know, if we go down, we fought, my old gym where I used to train. We fought guys from CMMA. We might fight them again. But the close-knit relationships we have with certain gyms, like I share fighters with Legacy.
Yeah.
And we just fought someone from Legacy.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
That was-
it's
yeah, that
a
one
little
was
bit
weird. I was like,
conflicting
oh,
at times, but we try to limit it as much as we
Yeah.
can. I was gonna say another fight that would be great there, but we already get it for free and they're friends. But what we've seen the rounds is him and Rayshawn.
Yeah,
Dude,
oh my
so
God, I
entertaining.
wish they weren't friends.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I wish they weren't friends.
Their sparring sessions, when I've seen them spar, everyone stops.
Yeah,
because
they're
it's
both
so
dynamic strikers.
fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
So fucking good.
But
You
both
know?
so fast on the feet too. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Their
really want
rounds
to
are
see
so
though
good.
his grappling. That's what I really want to
Edwards?
see. Yeah, because you've never. I mean, I think he got like a few takedowns in his first fight, but I've never really seen him like do anything with his grappling. I'm not sure if he's a white belt, blue belt. So that's something that I do want to see from him. So like maybe get a grappler against him. That'll be a good matchup. But besides that, it's gonna be really hard to find him.
Shout out to both those guys, man.
Yeah.
Great fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
I also found another angle of this. I don't even think he made contact with that shot.
Oh, let's see it.
What?
This isn't
It
super.
must be important if Chris is on the mic.
It's gonna
He
be
rolls. He rolls
gonna be
the
his
cross.
wrist.
Oh, he missed. He didn't even hit him.
You sure?
He hit his bun.
But look how he.
Look, he grazed the bun.
It's like I feel like
That-
he just
yeah.
like he just tripped over and then
Thanks,
he was
Chris. Now we
stumbled.
can't post the clip that got made.
Oh.
Oh,
I mean, it did hit him
I
a
think,
little
and even
bit.
if
It
he
did
did
clip
touch
him,
him,
it
it was a
clipped him.
graze because he was rolling with it.
Yeah, because he still looks like he's there. Like it looks like he did actually
Yeah.
really
Well, how
daze him.
slick does that canvas look, though?
Bro,
Amazing.
the
First
black
time
is
we went
way better
black.
than the white. I love it.
Hey,
Yeah.
can
the
I
black-
can I say this shout out for putting my people's flags up there? I saw a lot of
Yeah.
flags. I was like looking at them. I was like,
bro.
oh shit! I see Honduras. I see El Salvador.
That's right.
I see
That was cool.
Nigeria.
Well, we did
That's
Honduras
dope, man.
because of Diego. Well, we tried to get as many, but we want to be
Are
cognizant.
you telling me you put El Salvador because of me?
Yeah, for sure.
Amazing.
Capping.
I love
No,
that.
seriously,
That's
no.
all.
Where we have fighters and coaches and relationships.
Yeah.
I know we missed some, but
Yeah.
we tried it. We thought all
Amazing.
that out.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. The canvas looked great, by the way.
Yeah.
Whoever
It's
designed
really
it, shout out.
that's a George thing, man. He really did a great job on the
Legend.
branding. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get going through this.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. All right, Asher Tesla versus Diego Jaso.
Really good.
3-round fight. Really
Great
close
fight.
back and forth
Entertaining.
fight. Watching that live, I had no idea who won it. But I think
I had to rewatch it.
whoever either side was going to be pissed off at the decision, I'm assuming, but
Yeah.
very, very close fight. Asher, I remember, got a really sick up kick in that fight.
Yeah.
Diego in the first round came out, just hit him with a couple
Strong.
really
I
good
feel like
shots.
because he trained with him
And then-
before. He was like,
Well, Asher
He
was
knows what he was
engaging
gonna
the
do.
wrestling, but it seemed like Diego was getting the reversals
striking,
and
yeah.
everything, and then Asher had some good submission attempts. So it was really, really like close and really, really even fight.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, if I'm being
No,
honest,
tell a
Right.
lie.
I think he lost that fight for sure.
I thought, I think Diego won too.
Yeah.
Just.
I mean, like, and
Not to
I
take anything
and
away
the
from him.
craziest part is, I don't even think it was close.
You don't think it was close?
He for sure got robbed. But I will say this about this: Asher is the toughest. Like I didn't know how tough he was just because I've seen him fight one time before. But that whole time he was getting dropped, he was wrestling. He did not quit.
he had a lot of
He
fight in him.
smiled.
Yeah.
He was
Yes.
over here like waving to the fans. Even when he was down rounds, like he's a tough kid. I was really proud of his performance. I do feel like he lost though.
I think he was in the fight the whole time.
Yep.
But I agree. I can't believe I'm saying this. I agree with Mark.
Whoa.
Can you find out Diego Jaso's age real quick, Chris? I just want to see.
I think Diego won every round. And there was some. I think in the commentating, I think it was after Asher was on his back and he threw up an armbar attempt, but it
A
was
triangle, yeah.
it was like a 2-second.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, he
and
had
then
the
the bell rang, and
I
it
think
was
he had
kind
the
of like you can't really
triangle
count.
to the armbar.
Okay.
In the second round, because I wanted to rewatch it a little bit too, because I was
Yeah.
trying because that fight I wanted to go back to the fights that were like super close and try to watch them. I think he had the
So close.
triangle, which I think was good control, but I don't think he was too close to finishing the triangle. Then switched to armbar, which
Yeah.
was close for a couple seconds. But then Diego gets up, and then Asher hits him with an
Yeah.
up kick that clips him, and then one more shot on the feet, which I think may have sold him that second round. First round I give to Diego. I don't think I got to watch the third round, to be honest. But
You
those
know,
third round
two
was-
were really close.
And,
Well,
and
it was
again,
pretty
not
equal,
to
too.
take anything away from any of these
No.
guys, because I think Asher's a great fighter. I
They're
think
both really good.
he's he showed a lot of heart in this fight, and like I said, he was in the fight the whole
Yeah.
time. It was a very entertaining fight. I rewatched it, and I personally had Diego winning, but again, I'm not mad at the decision.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Mark called it a robbery. I don't think it's a robbery.
I don't think it was a
I
robbery.
mean, I don't think it was a robbery.
I think
just
you're saying,
felt
like,
Well, you called it a robbery 2
I
seconds
did.
ago.
I did.
A
Rob was
okay,
on says something
No,
different.
I'll say with my chest. It was a robbery, but I do feel like he deserves the win just because how tough he gritted it out, you know.
that you're contradicting yourself now.
I
buddy.
am right. It's 'cause I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to be a dick. That's
Mark,
what it is.
no,
But
no, I
listen,
get what you're
think
saying,
Asher
though,
would
like-
take it the wrong way.
Listen,
Yeah.
I think in fights all the time, anyone has an opinion. Like judges get it wrong at
Yeah.
times. I'm not saying it's wrong or right, but everyone can have their own opinion on it. But
Yeah.
I think at least like whether you thought he won or lost, looking at the fight, he fought like a winner to say,
Yeah.
right?
He
Like
fought like a
all
winner.
the heart, transition, never gave up on himself, even the bad spots. You know,
I
So-
think
See, that's what I was trying to say. Thank
I
you.
got you, brother.
Robbery's a
translated that.
harsh word. Like robbery's a harsh word, and I don't think it was a robbery. Again, if I was judging, I would have given it to Diego, but that's not to say that Asher wasn't in the fight the whole time.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's
tough.
fucking.
He's right there.
He's in it the whole time.
Well,
So again, that's why I say, even though I think that Diego won, I am not mad at the decision because it was that
and
close.
there's some right, like there's fights
Yeah.
where you're like, you know, it's 29-28 either way, you're not mad at it. Like at least when you look at it, you know, and that's
I
kind of
thought
how
it
that one
was-
felt.
I personally thought this was a super close fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These are the fights that I hate when they're this close, you know what I mean? In my opinion. But, you know, Marcos, you know, the Schmo was with you. The Schmo had the fight going to Diego also at the end of the third round. He felt Diego got the first round. Asher got the second, but he felt Diego won the third.
The little
Look,
shrug.
look,
Oh,
look,
the
look.
animosity.
Like,
Let's go. Hey, but look at that.
Look,
shit.
but
Dude,
they-
that's why I fuck
in
with
my
him. That's
opinion-
why I fuck with
Tesler's
him.
with
Yeah.
it.
No, but in my opinion, they both won. They both fought
yeah.
top guys. And I give it a little bit to Asher in the sense of, you know, when he and Diego had trained previously, you know, Asher straight up said, Diego pieced me up when we trained previously. And I really want to, you know, get in the cage against him and test myself.
Well, he's one of the ones that I really want to fight too. But
that-
Who do you want to fight?
I mean,
I
like,
think either
Asher or
of these.
Diego?
Yeah, I was
Well,
gonna
like
say, I
both
like
of
either
them,
one of these.
right? But like, I really want to fight that the Jew Hammer kid just because he's
Jew
really good.
Hammer?
The Hebrew
No.
Hammer, but the Jew
Yeah,
Hammer,
the
I
Hebrew
mean,
Hammer
technically the
kid.
same
They
thing.
call him Jew Hammer, but he's a Hebrew.
No,
Hammer.
the Hebrew
Honestly,
Hammer
that
kid.
sounds kind of cool.
No, just because like he's tough and he's young too, just like
Yeah.
me. We're like the same age. I think he's I
The
think he's
Hebrew
a year
Hammer.
younger than me.
Yeah, he's
he's
young.
probably 18
So
or
it's
19.
like it's a really good fight, and like his style, I know I'd do really good with him. But he lost that fight to me, so but like the
want
like
Diego.
the Jaso, that's what I was gonna say. I want to fight Diego Jaso. If you're down, bro, we should probably get that
All
scrap.
right, look in that camera.
Yeah,
and
we should
give
get that scrap. And Diego Jaso, you won that fight in my opinion. We could get it 135. If you want to do it at 145, we could do it too. You're a little too small for 145. But him or Tesler, that one's gonna be really good. And then after, I think I get one more win, I'm gonna be 4-0. I think I'm looking for a belt. You know, like give me someone that's gonna give me a belt.
collector, not Marcos.
Yeah.
Listen, bro.
So I don't know.
Go out there,
Hey,
make
Asher
it.
Tesler,
Go make a
either
statement
or.
in the next one, brother.
Exactly,
Be
that's
right
what I'm
there.
trying to do.
Calling for a shot, and I love it. I mean, as a coach, I think either of
I like
these
both of
fights,
those.
either of these fights make sense. The Hebrew Hammer, I
You can
think.
call him
Jew Hammer. My bad,
No,
my bad, my bad.
No offense.
No, but I already know what I'm gonna say in the
I'm
post fight.
I'm just
But
correcting.
the Hebrew Hammer's gonna be the nail. Like
I just, hey, his nickname is it. You got to respect what he calls himself.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like if
He's
I
super
call
nice
myself
though,
a
bro.
Matador,
He's a great kid.
They call me something else, but that's not my nickname, bro.
No, for
you know.
sure.
But anyway, as a coach, I think either of these fights make sense. I think I like the Tesler fight a little bit more for him. I think, but Diego too, man. I think either of these fights make sense. They're entertaining. And I think I'm kind of with him. You know, I think there could be like a title eliminator. Either of these
That's what I
guys,
was
even
saying, yeah.
Diego
Look
coming
at
off a
putting
loss.
Ryan on the spot.
Even
Look at
Diego,
Ryan.
no, listen. Even
Brother,
Diego.
this is not me on the
who else-
spot. This is good for me.
Yeah.
I
who
like
I'm
else
this
doing
shit.
is there? Who else is there? Because I think
35, there's a lot.
There's a
he
lot, bro.
retired. The champion. What's his name? I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher his name.
Arshak?
Arshak.
No, he might go
retired?
May. He's applying to be in the police academy or whatever right now. So
He's still
up
up
in
there
there,
with
but
us.
he-
Yeah.
yeah.
Makes sense. That's why you got the mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
total
I
cop
see
mustache,
it.
right?
I see it now.
No, but besides him and like Seth Coleman, I'm really trying to think of like the best
I think
fighters.
that could be another good fight too. I mean,
Can't think of it. I mean,
him and Knifeface could be a great fight.
yeah,
too.
you tell me a name that's pretty good, but I think us three, I feel like we're the top at 135. so.
Look, I think
Oh wait, I forgot about my boy.
You see what I gotta do with every day?
Hold
Yeah.
on. That's a good fight. You need to make this fight actually, Ryan. This is a great one. Asher
You
Tesler
need
versus
to.
Marcus Aquino.
Ooh,
135.
that's a good one,
He's
too.
2-0. He's 1-1. This is a great fight.
Title
The same
eliminator.
age. Fucking
no,
similar
Mark wants a
styles.
title.
then work
Oh,
yourself out of a title shot, dummy.
He can't have
Sorry,
that.
sorry.
Right?
Listen, stop.
No.
Hold on. I'm gonna stop you right there because Mark does this. Mark likes to play manager for his friends and his teammates. So it's like, let's focus on you.
trying to get my boy
Nah,
fired,
listen, let's
but-
focus on you.
I love Marcus too because we want to get him active. So I actually got to hit him up and see
I
what's
think
up. What's up with
either
him.
of these guys make.
I need to get like an AI assistant and start keeping up with all the fighters. There's a lot of people that
title
fucking keep
eliminator.
them.
Any of these guys, I think
Yeah.
would be a great fight between him and I think you're coming off a win. Tesler's coming off a win. I think that's the fight to make. If Tesler isn't available, I think Diego.
But is Tesla coming off a win when you said Jaso just won?
On record, on paper, he's coming off a win.
Okay.
On paper,
You know what? It's like
the official record.
listen,
He's coming off a win.
you always got to kind of go with the commission. Like who got the W, right? So the W
Yeah.
does count. I think Asher won it fair and square, but I do think both guys won at the same time.
Yeah.
You know,
For
there's
sure.
fights where like people, both guys just stock rise. You know, whoever got the W got the W. But it was a good fight from both guys and really high level fight for two like
I think-
pretty new amateurs.
But it's
Man.
crazy how good these guys. Wow,
Such a
you
good
two are
fight, man.
So good, and they're so young.
So young,
Imagine,
that's the crazy
fight.
part.
imagine
yeah.
what they're gonna look like in a couple years from now.
Yeah. Did we find out how
That's what
Diego
I'm
is?
saying. The California scene. I'm so prepared.
Chris?
Did we find out how old
They should be
Diego?
on there.
He's in his early 20s.
Yeah, I just want to know if there's like maybe some certain
Like a
man
gap.
strength compared to, you know,
But look at the guy. But look at Tesler's what 19, 20?
19, 18,
Fucking,
19.
he's still a
Hey,
kid.
he's very
And look how
technically
good
sound
he
for a
is.
He has a
fucking
baby
19 years
face,
old.
too.
Bro,
Look how
he's,
good he
he's
is, you know?
dedicated to the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. He's
No,
one of the
he-
ones where I'm like, yeah, I gotta look out for him because like there's a few like I'm not gonna say a fake fighter, but there's a few fighters who like they want to do this, but they're not all in. He's one of the ones where I could tell you.
He's
He
all
is.
in, yeah.
He's 100% all in.
Oh, so Diego's 22.
Oh, 22
So that's-
and
that's-
19 years old. I mean, you guys are all in the same
Yeah.
like age range. You know, I think I'm excited to see all of you guys grow. Look, they're so young, man.
I know,
so
it's so talented. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's why we get so excited. I mean, like, you know, from the Rising Stars careers to going pro and just seeing the fucking journey and the evolution of everyone.
Yeah.
Like you brought up earlier, Pargiv. But let's go to the next fight too, because again, we're gonna be here for 3 hours.
We're chopping a lot.
Brian Navar versus Presley Bernal. Dude, when I made this fight, I was actually really excited for it. I think it's one of the more low profile fights on the card, but one fight I was
Man.
just so happy that got made.
Such a good
The
fight.
first thing I gotta say is my boy is the toughest guy I've ever met in my life.
I feel like I knew that about Brian already.
Yeah.
And
I
there was a
didn't.
lot of
I didn't know he was that tough until
he saw with us twice, and I think he's gone so much better, like with the skills and being more technical. But even the fight for Axel Conrad, they were both dead, and he's just pushing it. Not one like ounce of quit. You could tell, like you chop a finger off, he's still going for it. He doesn't give a fuck. That's the kind of guy he is. So
Big
I know
fan
he's
of
a
his.
tough challenge for anyone. I really thought if he won this, I was gonna probably him next in line for the 155 title. And then Presley, we didn't know too much about him, but like, his coaches and his teammates say he's just very crisp and very good for such a young age, which I think he showed in this fight too.
looked
You know
really
what I
good, I'm
mean?
not
Guys,
gonna lie, yeah.
I'll a little insight. When you gave us two names,
Yeah.
and I asked Brian.
he told me this.
I said, Brian, who do you want? We won't say who the other guy was, but he said that does nothing for me. The guy is like 1-3, 1-4. I'm like, you're coming off of a big layoff. It's been some time. Yeah. He's like, give me Presley, give me the tougher fight. He literally
Love
asked
that.
for the tougher
That's
fight.
him though. Well, I don't know him like you do, but
Yeah.
I get that vibe from him.
Yeah,
Like
'cause
that's who he is.
He said he knows it. He's like, oh fuck it, let's run it. This is I want the tough fight. He goes the other fight, and we knew that he could. He's probably gonna walk through the other opponent that was offered.
Mm-hmm.
He chose the tougher route
That's
because he's a
Love that
he's
shit.
a fighter's fighter. He's
Yeah.
a true fucking Mexican.
Yeah.
Fucking, you can't knock him out. And oh shit, I'm
Man, I know
committing.
so many people
You
who
can't
were
knock him.
dropped after half the
You're not
shot.
gonna knock him out, and he's just gonna keep fighting. He's gonna keep pushing. I mean, it looks like he kind of looked like he got his second win in the third round,
The
right?
third round,
Yeah.
I thought it was starting.
First round was rough, man.
Bro.
It was rough. But
Bro, I'm gonna be honest, because I love him and I've trained with him so much that when he was fighting, I was like looking away. I didn't want to see anyone.
Well, that first round there was some
That's tough.
combos and he was getting hit with clean shots.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like, I think that's one part of the game. And again, you don't want to take damage and you want to learn how to negate that. But it's good to know you could take some fucking good shots and you
Yeah.
have it in you. Like that's one important thing in the fight game. You have to have a chin.
Wasn't there a point he got hit with a knee or something pretty bad?
Yeah, to the knee. Yeah.
Knee, and it's some
He
body
looked at me
punches
too. He got knee. Oh no!
Oh, he
yeah.
was looking straight
yeah,
at
that
you.
you were telling me. Yeah. So he told me after the fact. It was in the first round. He got kneed with a switch knee. I think it was. And
he kind of dropped
it
his
was
hands
the
a little
first strike. Yeah, he dropped his hands, and he told me he was like, in my head, I made a mental note. It's either I'm in or I'm out.
Fucking love that.
And
bit. Told me
he
the same
said
thing. Yeah.
he decided at that moment when he was crunched up, hurting, he was like, "Fucking, I'm in."
Well, that
was the first round.
Well, Well,
So-
that's one thing that we talk about, is decision making. Nobody's forcing you to be in here. You're choosing to be a fighter. So you either, you can get hit with a big shot and you can decide, oh, this is my way out, or no, fuck this, I'm going to keep going. So we talk about that.
He had a
and
few way outs.
Same
too.
thing.
Yeah.
Look, guys, let me tell you something about Presley Bernal. Some of those shots that he hit Brian with, I promise you, he knocks out 80% of the
Bro,
roster.
yeah, I told him that after. I was like, dude, you fought a fucking tough guy. Now you should be proud of yourself. But like a lot of shots you hit, like a lot of guys can't withstand that. Like, so,
Never.
Those shots were fucking crisp. They were clean. You could hear them. I felt them in the corner. And I look at Brian, and Brian's just like fucking biting down the
Phil's still
mouthpiece.
coming forward, yeah.
Man, tell me that Brian's not as Mexican as it gets. Maybe not as Mexican as Gianni, but as Mexican as it gets, right?
For sure.
But yeah, Presley was very impressed
really
with his
good, too,
boxing
I'm
and
not gonna
striking.
lie.
But
His
also
striking
check
was-
this out, right? You don't know it because it's before your time. I didn't even realize till after. I'm cornering against Tarek Saffordine.
I don't
Isn't that
know.
crazy?
I don't know where that
OG
is.
legend.
Yeah.
The guy's younger than me. What the fuck? I looked up to him. You know, he's like 2 years younger than me. But Strike Force, UFC, fought greats like Nate Marquardt. Like, I didn't realize till after. I was like, holy shit. No wonder this kid's so fucking good. Look who he has in his corner. Look at the tutelage. An amazing striker in Saffordine. So that for me is kind of also like, you know, it does something for me as a coach. Like, oh shit.
Yeah. Well,
like,
Jeff
you know?
Creighton,
We're doing this,
you know
yeah.
Jeff Creighton, right?
Yes.
Jeff Creighton was on the Ultimate Fighter. You know, he may be fighting with us soon. I know he's chomping at the
Tommy Aaron
opportunity
fight,
for the Tommy Aaron
Yeah, he
fight.
wants
We're not
that
in
one.
have
Calling
time
out
yet.
Tommy Aaron?
Yeah, he wanted the winner of the fight.
Damn.
No, but Jeff is a problem. But he's like, bro, Press is going to impress the shit out of you. This guy's really good. His striking's on a fucking other level.
You know,
that goes
and I
to
had
show
a
kinda what
feeling.
you
I had a
said.
feeling about it too because I was watching him strike, and I was a little nervous for Byron. I'm not gonna lie, but Diego, he says he really wants
He wants that fight.
that lick back. So
Diego.
I don't know if
Look, there he
but-
goes again.
But the thing
Look
is,
at-
listen, that Ryan was telling me that I forgot is I thought that he was a 65er. He's a 55er.
65 is in a weight class.
I know. So like I don't want Diego cutting to 155 for amateur.
well,
ever again.
I
see,
think
look,
honestly, I think he could get to 55. I think his next fight, if the goal
I
is
think
to
he's learned from it.
to get him to 55, is like maybe do a catch at like 162 because we can do whatever you want. You'll find guys that want to fight around that
If
weight.
it's not for a title, we can do catch weights, of
I
course.
think it's good for him to maybe cut half the weight first and then get to 55 after, make see how he feels. Yeah, I mean his last one was a little bit of a fuck.
I actually like the Diego and Press the fight.
No,
that would be a great fight.
Like that one's I'm most excited about.
No,
but
the
I don't
reason
know
I like
if it's
it-
gonna work.
No, it may not work. Look, I'm not the matchmaker and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm a fan. But one thing I like Diego, his grappling, his wrestling's on another level. Presley's striking was super impressive.
Super good.
So it's a match against styles
And I think,
skills.
and I
who-
think, you know, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
cut you off. Sorry.
it's good to cut me off, bro. Go.
And I mean you know, not to take anything away from Brian, you know, Brian was in, you know, this is like his first official fight. Well, it's been almost 2 years since he's fought that he's represented the gym and he's been in with us like consistently. And he made a lot of improvements in the
I
striking.
saw improvements
sure.
in the striking, honestly,
For
and he
sure.
just fought a really good
Yeah.
striker. But I saw improvements from the fights before.
You know, there's slight adjustments that we have to make, and he's right back in there. You know, and I think that he showed everybody that
Yep.
he's not just a grappler.
Yep.
He's able to, you know, strike back too. I don't know if people saw it. I saw something in Presley in that second round. I saw him getting a little tired,
Yeah.
and I think in the third
I
round.
wanted to say something, but I'm not trying to be a
Hold
hater.
on. In the third round, when I called for
They hit
a
it.
give me a feint hook cross, and Brian landed it crisp right on the nose. And I think Presley, I could be wrong, and again, I apologize if I am. I was yelling out to Brian, bro, he's shook right now because I think he saw his nose leaking so heavy that he was like, oh fuck, maybe there was a little bit of panic for a moment.
Yeah.
And I wanted Brian to capitalize on it. And I think he kind of did. He just got reversed off of being on
Yeah.
top. Got the takedown after he cracked him. And Presley did a great job of reversing. And I said, bro, you got to get up because he's going to sit here to let the clock run out because I think he's a little shook. He's never seen himself bleed like that.
Yeah.
So some guys see blood and they freak out a little bit, but I think Presley made a great adjustment in composing himself. I think he freaked out a little bit when he saw his nose
fucking
leaking.
18 years old, probably first time
Yeah.
bleeding in a fight. You know, like
Well, first time maybe being tested like that.
Well,
You know what
I
mean?
was gonna say if you're hitting somebody with the shots he was hitting, and this guy
and
is
he's still
watching
there.
you
That's
down,
scary,
It
bro.
does
Like,
something to you.
No, he actually told me. I'm like, hey, great performance, whatever. He's like, oh, I should have just finished that guy because I think he's used to finishing people, like
Yeah.
with that kind of strength. But Brian has now, been tested. He
Mhm.
can't go through anything worse than you know what I mean.
No.
And he passed
Yeah.
with flying colors,
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
opinion.
And you know, he found his second win.
Yeah.
I feel like Brian ran out of time. And it happens. It's a
listen,
great
I feel
learning
like
experience.
he's one of those
2-minute fight,
fighters. It's like a
2-minute fight, too.
Gianni, unless like they get caught in a sub or like somehow you put their lights out, which is very, very highly unlikely. He's like, if there's no time limit, these guys are usually gonna. They're just they have the dog in them, or they just don't. You know,
It's another one where everybody's stock goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody loses in that fight. Yes, on the records, yes, but no, nobody's stock.
No, I thought it was a big feat for fucking Presley at 18 years old to be able to
Yeah. A great fight.
show that skill and be able to put it on Brian
He's
like
got
that.
some big
But
cojones to fight a guy like Brian. his
bro,
first
yeah,
time
I
out,
was actually
like in my opinion.
I was surprised that they not surprised. I just if I was the coach, 18 years old,
we
I
just
probably
had never seen him before.
yeah,
you know,
like. But anyways, a fucking great fight. Again,
Excited for the
it was my sleeper fight, like fight of the night. I think when we had the pre-fight, I thought it was gonna be a really good fight, and
think
it was.
It's a great
Still
fight.
maybe fight of the night. I don't know if we're doing that, but I think
I don't
fight of the night
know.
for
There's
me.
so many. Like,
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, we're not even gonna try to do awards. The whole fight card's an award.
Yeah.
Jailil Jordan versus Daryl Westfall. Jailil, I think just the explosiveness. I think that's where
I want to say though, man, I want his fade because
you want Jailil's fade.
Yes,
you
because-
take it at 45.
Let's go.
yes, for sure. But it's
There it
because
is.
of this right here.
Yeah,
What?
bro, that was so good.
No,
I mean, it
You
was
find that
good.
disrespectful?
It was
Does
kinda
he
mean.
apologize?
So disrespectful.
Okay, because he apologized after. Oh, I should have. Like, I don't have a. I don't know.
It was a
Maybe
little
I'm
too
whack.
close.
Some
Maybe-
things I have a
maybe
problem
go
with,
like
some
the
things I
mid-
don't. Like, I don't know. I got to get my
we
shit
know
together.
Jailil. Jailil's actually a respectful, nice guy.
He's a
I think
really nice guy,
he's
just
also
like Daryl.
he was on a 3-fight
Yeah.
losing streak too. I think he wanted to get a win so bad. He got one and a little showmanship.
I didn't know
but,
this was at featherweight.
Yeah,
you
it
said
was.
45?
Yeah.
Bro, Daryl's a 35.
Yeah,
man.
Daryl-
But
Daryl's
Daryl also, just so we know, and Daryl won't mind me talking about it, he's missed his last 2 fights, missed weight at 35.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think to get Daryl back down, we maybe catch weights to try to get him to 35 because he's a small guy. And look,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
this is what I'll say. I don't know too much about Jordan, but with Daryl, you're never, you gotta respect and appreciate how ballsy he is.
No,
He just
yes.
kind of like he
Bro,
just
Daryl's-
accepts fight
I love
anybody
Daryl. I
anywhere.
love it.
I'm
I
pretty
love
sure
Daryl.
you only sent him one, just him, and he said yes.
Most likely.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but yeah.
And Daryl is one of those guys that now, he came in a little bit, but again, I told him, I said, hey man, like 2 weeks of training with us and it's not going to get you to where you
did
need
tell
to
me
be
he wants to get back in there right away, but
He was
he's
talking.
going to start training full-time with you
full-time with
guys.
us. Yeah.
Has some stuff to work on, but he's going to be excited to see what that,
he was
a new
talking
version
about
of himself is.
the last 3 weeks that fucking he trained with us. He said that's what a real training camp felt like, and he
Yeah.
felt like he wasn't doing that in his past fights.
Yeah.
So I was like, if you feel like you need to take a break, bro, I know it's like you want to fight and get back
He's
out
also,
there.
I think it's more of a, he loves the competition. He's obviously
Yeah,
older,
yeah.
not gonna get to UFC or anything
Yeah.
like that.
yeah.
But he just loves it too, and he loves, I think, entertaining people. And honestly, this fight, didn't go out of the first round, but
Yeah.
his last couple fights are fucking entertaining.
Super
as
entertaining.
But
fuck.
can you
He's never in a boring
imagine-
fight.
Yeah.
No, but can you imagine Daryl with a full camp at a true fighting gym?
Yeah.
That's what I
How
was
much
saying.
he's going to improve?
Yeah.
Like, I think it's going to be night and day.
Yeah, I
You know
think,
what I mean?
like I told him too, I said, hey, you've kind of just been accepting fights, this and that. I'm going to make Ryan's job a little bit harder now. So
Cool.
I'm going to pick your fights. We're going
No
to look.
worries.
Because a guy like him, you don't want him to, get deflated and then just say, you know what, maybe this isn't for me. Because he's got that fighting spirit in him. The thing with him
Yeah.
is, and I told him, we had the conversation today, just before I came over here, we had a little team thing. And I told him, your personality kind of sometimes translates into your
Bro.
fighting. You're too nice.
He's
in
so
sparring,
nice.
in sparring, and like, I told him, you know what? Now we're gonna do a full camp for your next fight, and my goal for you is we're gonna make you an asshole.
I
We're
like
gonna
that.
make you a fucking asshole. You got to get a little bit meaner, And I'll tell you, I tell the guys in the room, I told Joseph and this guy and everybody, I was like, don't go easy, make him mad, talk to him. I had I had Cole. No, I'm sorry, yeah, was it Cole or?
I think Cole, you're about to get. Well, he looked mean the
yeah.
last time. You might have to get him a little meaner
Yeah.
too, because he's a really nice guy.
Yeah, no, but I was telling him, talk to him, get in his ear, talk shit to him. I sparred with Daryl and I tried to get in his head and he's still so nice. I'm like, no,
He's
dude.
like, oh no. I'm like,
Yeah, he's like, no, it's okay.
But I think you're onto
okay, it's
something,
okay.
right? Like,
It's
I think you can be cool and a nice guy, but the second you walk in that cage,
You
you
gotta
have to
change
want to
it.
fucking kill your opponent. You can't be, bro, I'm not a big fan of touching gloves and
Yeah.
hugging. And once you're in that
But I think
fucking
once the
cage,
bell
high
rings,
fives,
it's
mid
fucking-
matches I don't get. Like,
No,
why are you high fiving your opponent?
well, I've always given
There's always
advice
respect.
like when
yeah,
you
but-
need to turn it on and you're going to war, you can't be nice. You have to want to
I
kill
think
who's
every
on the other
fighter's
side of you.
different too, right? Like if you're naturally a nice guy, like the way I would look at it is like, okay, weigh-ins if you want to touch, like high
Yeah.
five, whatever. Even like if the ref
Yep.
does the rules and tell you guys to touch gloves, cool. But I think like the trigger has to be that bell rings, that nice shit is
Yeah,
out the
it's
fucking
dead,
door.
bro.
No more touching, no more
Yeah.
hugging.
Yeah.
Fight.
Fight,
You know,
yeah.
I think win, lose, or draw, you're gonna see a different Daryl his
I
next
think so,
fight.
too.
I
For
promise
sure.
you guys that.
He's gonna
But
grow
I'm a
so
big fan
much.
of double barrel. Like I just think
he's one
such
of those
a-
guys that are like UNF fan. You know, most people
Oh,
that fight with
God,
us, but like
yeah.
he's like real like UNF. Like I feel like he's been here for the ride and just
Yeah.
so much
100%.
love for
He's
him.
so entertaining, such a good guy. Just he's a pleasure.
But shout out to Jordan on his performance. He looks
yeah.
like a very heavy
I
hitter.
know. I
Shout
know.
out.
We just been
Yeah,
talking
no
about
heavy hitter.
disrespect to you, by the way. I was just
No,
talking
No,
he
about-
looked-
Jay looked amazing. He
Yeah.
looked so relaxed, so calm, so composed. I think this fight meant a lot to him. He's
Yeah.
been on a losing streak. I think he really needed to get a win. His mom actually flew in This is the
Yeah, I
first time
saw
he's
that,
seen his
yeah.
mom in like 2 years or something.
wow,
Amazing.
His
there's a
mom
whole
lives
story.
outside of California.
This is the
this
first time on a
first
flight, by the way.
Oh, first time. I
But
didn't know
that's what he
that.
said in his post-fight interview.
Wow.
Yeah, no, listen, I mean, to go out there and put a tough son of a gun like Daryl out in the first round too, there's a
Yeah.
lot to be happy about and proud
Well, a lot
for.
of people try to finish Daryl. Like,
No, that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
And you know, I think again, like he was 1-3 at the time. Like I don't think that's a 1-3 fighter, really. You know
No.
what I mean? So
No.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, next one, another one of your guys,
It
Cole
was a
Smith
busy
versus
night, guys.
Ben
Yeah, you
Kamarian.
were busy, bro.
Listen, I think Cole Smith just fucking looked great, dude. Like that's not Cole Smith versus Ben
That
Kamarian,
just
Chris.
does not look like Cole Smith.
No, I don't think so.
Good try, Chris. Oh, swing and a miss.
One second.
Nah, but Cole, man, like
He looked
he's
good.
nasty.
He's so slick.
He's
I
so
know because I knew
slick.
that even when he fought, he fought like a year ago, but versus Attila. Attila's also fucking slick and really good. But I knew Cole had like a swag to him, especially on the feet. But he shot a takedown, got to the back pretty
No,
quick.
yeah,
didn't
but
get
we're
the,
like
didn't get
just
the rear
wrestling
naked,
this whole
but
camp.
he looked really good. He looked improved, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And the
something
thing
that-
about him, it's
There we go.
he's the nicest dude ever. I don't think I've ever like just like heard him cuss at all. Not
That's
once
such a
in my
clean
life.
right he hit him with.
And then my hair was over. Boom.
Yeah,
Mink.
that started
Yeah,
it right
yeah,
there.
Ooh, I just got a cool
Boom,
text.
Boom. What's that?
Elijah Duke was just saying he wants to fight again as soon as possible. So I mean, I think he has a 45-day
Shit.
suspension with Camel, but he's like, if no one else available, I'd love the rematch. You know,
What?
I'm
You see that
sorry,
slap?
I fucking
Bro, I
love that.
respect him so much.
Listen, I love Elijah Duke a
What?
lot, man. Like that kid, if you knew, like, he's a very intellectual kid, just very
No, he's
solid.
smart. Yeah.
Yeah, and I love Edward too. So it's, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm a big bitch. I just want to see, I
You
want to
just
see
love
everyone
everyone. It's
fucking
okay.
win. Like
Yeah.
it just bums me out when
no,
these guys don't
it
win.
sucks. It really does suck because it's also one of those sports. Like it's not an 82 game season like basketball. It's not
Yeah.
20 week season, whatever. How many weeks in football? Every fight is like the fight of your life, right? Like it's
Yeah.
like that's
Yeah.
that's what it is
Stakes
for
are high.
fighters. And
Well,
like
this is what people, if you wrap your head around, 8-10 weeks of preparation comes down to one night. You don't get a game after to make it up, or you don't have,
Yep.
you know, it
No,
comes
I
down to
always
one
say that.
night.
It also sucks because there is that one night and like, listen, we could talk shit about people, you know, pulling out with the cold, but you might just get unlucky and have the fucking cold that night.
Yeah.
You have to fight, or you have a fever, or you have this,
that's
you
what
have that.
happened with
It all matters about
Arshak.
the one fucking night, which is just, it's mind blowing. That it's crazy, but there's so much that goes into it. That's why I think it's the best war in the fucking
Well, the
world.
highs are high and the lows are low.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Listen, there's also like, dude, getting knocked out and then it going on social media, like all that stuff. It's tough to deal with.
It's a lot
but
of pressure.
I think it's
Yeah,
also
shout
why
out to Ben too.
I respect all the fucking guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I give Ben credit. I know Ben has a little bit of a Muay Thai experience, and like he's done a couple. I've seen him around at like PMTs and stuff, so I know that, you know, he maybe he comes from Legacy, but he considers himself a little bit more of a striker. And I mean, you know, nothing but respect for Legacy. I love Alberto Crane. I'm good friends with Andy, you know, his striking coach. So it sucks to go against your friends, you know. But again, man, ballsy for taking the fight against Cole. Cole's a very
I was gonna say
experienced
this was
striker
his
as well.
debut, right?
Yeah, debut versus 0-1 too, though. I mean,
Yeah, but Cole's got Muay
yeah,
Thai
but Cole's
experience.
No,
not
but
an
sure, but
0-1
like,
guy.
Cole's
Yeah.
record is 0-1.
How
That's
much-
in MMA, yeah.
In
He lost
MMA.
to
how
Attila.
much do like like I mean, I'm sure Cole calls a lot of shit on his Instagram, but there's not much on Cole really. Like when, especially amateurs, right? Like even
I
Presley,
told him go private.
Presley,
this.
right? Like even if you look at Presley,
Yeah.
you can go look at his training footage, but like you wouldn't expect him to be that crisp of a striker. There's
Yeah.
nothing out there for you to really
Right.
see that,
Right.
and that's what like unless guys have 5-6 fights and there's not much shit out there,
It's
you
a
just
bit of a
can't tell.
gamble when you go when
Yeah,
you
when you're
take
fighting
the
guys
0-0
1-0,
guys.
0-1, 0-0,
Yeah.
even 0-2s, right? Like
Yeah.
you just never know.
Never know.
Yeah.
Bit of a gamble, but yeah, you know, Cole, very crisp striker. Very impressed too in the room. You know, he does not shy away from the
Hard
grappling.
rounds. Yeah.
He does not shy away from shooting takedowns or defending takedowns.
He be shooting takedowns on me, like
yeah, he's you know, he's adapted to the team really well. Everybody vibes with him. He's only been with us maybe 3 months or something like that before he went on his trip.
for the same card, like some fucking semi-contact stuff, and
Yeah.
he hit me up after that because like he was like, oh, like I want to train with you. You're really good and stuff. And ever since then, I was just like
He
keeping
didn't
my
say
eye
that.
on him and stuff.
Yeah.
But he's one of those guys where it's like he's the nastiest, nicest guy you can ever meet.
Look,
And he just seems
he
like
made the right move though, because I know he owns his own gym.
Yeah.
Right. He made the
he
right
needed better
move.
rounds. He was
kid.
telling me.
100%. He needs to be going over, you know, to your gym to get the
Yeah.
work that he really needs to be competitive.
You know, one thing that people don't know about Cole is that for the most part, he's self-trained. For the most part,
shit.
he's been self-trained. You know, I asked him, who's your coach? He was, I don't really, you know, some of my friends will hold pads for me and this and that.
Yeah,
So
he
the
was telling me
guy's
that last
just,
time.
he's
You can tell he's like a high performer
Oh,
human
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Though, you know, like where like
Yeah.
he has his own gym,
Yeah.
which is not easy to probably do.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
have.
yeah.
Teaches himself mixed martial arts. You know, you can just tell
Yeah.
he can adapt and like, you know,
and
figure
you know,
things out on his own.
and for a guy like that, like it means a lot to me for him to come down to North Hollywood. He lives in Woodland Hills. There's so many gyms between
That's
us and
respect,
him.
yeah.
For him to come to us, it just shows what these guys are doing, going out there and performing and showing what we're building in our room for people to want to be a part of it. So that, you know,
Dude,
to me as a
it's gonna
coach,
be really cool because I feel like right now. I mean, I know you got a couple pros, but like when all your Amis end up going pro,
Yeah.
it's gonna be fucking interesting.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
That's-
Maybe- gonna be really cool.
maybe we might turn a profit. I don't know.
you will, coach.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
coach, get him to sign those
You're-
contracts now, bro.
I know.
Oh.
I'm already like, hey, when you get to UFC, I'd like a nice little like Submariner.
There
You
you go.
give me a nice
Bro.
new
No,
truck
but I
or
do gotta
something.
give back a lot because
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah, you
give,
fuckers do. Like, in all honesty, man, I
and not
feel
to just like you, but bro, you guys put a lot.
I'll take a
into
Submariner
us,
too,
huh?
brother.
Yeah,
No,
there
but
we
you guys
go.
spend a
We
lot
don't-
of money on these fights
yeah,
too.
but listen, for us, but we're different, right? Like we're in this business kind of together. The coaches invest blood, sweat, tears.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the athletes do when they can make a living wage. Do need to
Listen,
take care
I'll
of the
tell you,
fighters.
like honestly,
I mean,
like
coaches.
and listen, I'm sure all athletes should have to pay the gym fees, right? That shit does not cover what the coach does in return. To be
No.
honest,
Yeah.
athletes
Not at all. Yeah.
they really invest in the athletes, especially the guys on the fight team. They made the coaches, I believe so, like make their money off the regular classes with the kids and like all of that stuff.
Private training,
The fight team, I think it's a passion thing. They also want to see you
100%.
grow, and it could also eventually. Mark Sanders gets to UFC, brings some more kids to the classes,
Yeah.
but
That's
at
it.
this stage, it's way more of an investment on their end than
Yeah.
a
Well,
financial gain or anything
Marcos
like
has
that.
made any money helping us at all.
No,
No,
it's
no,
not-
there's no
I'm
money
trying
on
to make
fight
it clear
team.
for people that don't
Like-
understand, like
No.
until
No.
fighters get to the UFC and they're making real money and they can actually like, you know, hook up their coach a little bit. Like
Yeah.
the coach are doing it because they love you guys. It's a passion thing. And I think it's beneficial in other ways to the gym, but it's really not the moneymaker or like a great business
No,
model.
and you know what? That's why, you know, if you talk to a lot of the old coaches that used to have fight teams, you know, their kids program
what you're
grew,
gonna say.
their women's programs grew, or their memberships grew. And they'll tell you these are just the guys that, like, not in a bad way, just kind of got burned out a little bit. It's like,
Yep.
there's no money in fight team. It's too much of a headache, this and that. I make my money
they're
with the
right.
kids program. And they're
No, they're right,
absolutely
they're
right.
right, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
For me, though, obviously, you know, you guys know it's tiring. I mean, a weekend like this is tough, you know,
Yep.
Saturday and Sunday. And it's really, it's like you said, it's out of the love of the game.
Yeah.
And it's really just about passion, you know, and some of these guys, you know, I see talent and potential in some guys, and some guys I know they don't have the money to pay even their discounted, you know, fight team
Gym
rates.
rates. Yeah.
So by letting them train, you're investing in them because you see something in them. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, it's a gamble.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, I might build this guy from scratch and he's right on the cusp of UFC, and he might say, hey, you know what? Fuck you, Marcos. I'm going to go
Yeah.
train with Greg Jackson and my investment has gone out the window. But again, that's the risk we take when pouring so much of yourself into these guys.
Yeah.
And again, at the end of the day, it's not about the money. It's because it's what we love to do.
Right.
You know,
Well, I think that's one thing we try, like when we do these pre-fight talks, you know, just the attitude of gratitude, being thankful for the coaches and acknowledging what you guys do. Because on the regional scene, like you flying with Jesse, going to Seattle this night, you didn't make any money.
I was
They
gonna
probably
say.
covered your flight and hotel maybe,
Yeah.
and that's it. But
That's it,
it's an
yeah.
investment. So the fighters have to realize what investment the coaches
Yeah.
put into
That's
it.
why you see you hear of like guys like jumping from gym to gym because they think like the grass is greener or
always
whatever.
greener.
Like, maybe sometimes it is, but I think fighters do
I don't
need to
think it
understand.
ever works like that. Like
No.
fighting is very personal, and it's about what you do yourself. You know, everybody goes to practice. It's what you do when you're out of practice. It's what you drill. It's like if you're working your job, if you're throwing it like this, or the small details. So when people try to go to these big gyms, like I'm not trying to hate, but like CMMA, huge gyms and stuff, I feel like you don't see the progression as much because it's not like a gym's gonna like save you. You know, it's like very personal. That's what I feel like.
I
Fighting's
think
personal.
I think you know, shout out to Chad and CMMA. Obviously, it's a gym that I came from. But it's like what he said. It's to touch on what he said. It's what you do personally, because with such a and I'll call CMMA a super gym because I think they're up there with the AKAs and the
For
Yeah,
sure.
no.
you know
I think so
the American top teams of the country. You know, Chad has built something great and something beautiful out there. But I think that if you don't hold yourself accountable, you're not doing the work on your end.
It doesn't matter where you
it's
are, to be
very
fair.
easy to get lost in the shuffle of a gym that has 50 plus fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very easy to fall through the cracks if you're not doing the work that you need to do on your own. A coach can only do so much for you.
Yeah.
We can guide you and we can help you get to where you need to be, but it really comes down to you. I say it now, but that may change. But I say like, I like where we're at now because I can focus on everyone.
Yeah, I feel like I have it.
I can't
like a lot of attention on.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe I say that I don't want to grow into one of those big gyms. I mean, that may change over time, but right now I like it because I get to focus on everyone. I get to try to run and corner everyone. But yeah, it's all about accountability. It's the work that you do behind the scenes.
Yeah,
That's it. I like it. All right, let's get through these last two.
Okay, go ahead. Diego Badillo versus Armin Kacharian. Actually, a pretty good fight. Sorry.
He's so over. He's like, all right, guys.
Let's just watch the highlights and then we'll
We're
fucking
gonna
talk
go for
about
2
it.
hours now, son.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're
Fuck.
2 hours.
Also, I'm
bro.
fucking still exhausted from the weekend, to
Yeah.
be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good fight.
Very good back and
wrestling.
forth.
Oh, yeah, it was a good back and forth. For Diego, his debut fight, I thought it looked really good. And
Yeah.
again, Armin too, the wrestling, just fucking, you could.
Props to Diego also taking the tough fight,
Yeah.
right? Like not looking for something super easy
Yeah.
for your debut. And I thought it was a competitive fight. I just felt like Armin outclassed him. Armin was just a step ahead, especially with the grappling.
Very back and forth.
Yeah.
Tough, both tough opponents. Both guys from great gyms, from Uprise and from Highest Sound. Yeah, I mean, it was a great opener.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it was great. Both guys like left it all in the cage. And that's all you could ask for as a fight fan,
Can't wait to see both those guys back for sure. And then, well, actually, that wasn't the opener. The opener was Diego Sanchez versus Fedia Chabanian. Super grappling
match. The first one ever.
The first one ever in UNF history.
But Marco said we screwed that up because
Nah,
we
I
didn't
didn't say you
allow
screwed it up.
striking.
It's all
and
good.
No,
all I'm gonna say about
Listen,
that
I kind
match
of agree with you, Marcos.
is
I really actually do.
love Diego and I love Fedia, and that was great. But next time I see him fight, I want them in an MMA match. Is what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Well,
sure.
like, they're friends. So
Yeah,
I don't know if they'll ever fight.
these guys probably
They
won't
still
fight
went at it,
until there's
though.
like I don't know, maybe like in the UFC or
UFC,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's some money.
That
on
makes
it,
sense.
so.
I love what Fedia said after he said the real winner was friendship.
He said that?
Yeah. I think I saw a poster like he commented, dude. Fedia's a fucking funny guy, dude.
He actually is
he's
hilarious.
so
We've had him on the
funny.
podcast like 4 times because he's fucking just hilarious.
You know what's funny?
But
The
his
first
accent too makes it a little more.
No,
funny.
hold on.
100%.
Hold on.
When they got those accents.
Hold
yeah.
on. I'll tell you one of the funniest things I ever heard Fedia. Like Fedia is very respectful, and again, it's a culture thing. Like I love my Armenian folks, man. It's all love. Kids you've never seen before will come and shake your hand, and But the funniest thing I ever heard and witnessed Fedia do, it was when he was Grigor was just finished, was about to weigh in against Chief. Obviously, Fed and Chief are friends too. He like give him love, whatever. Fedia goes up to Grigor and goes, "Oh, my brother, good luck. You're Armenian too, but not really good luck because that's my friend." Or something like that. Like he goes,
That's
Aper.
surprising.
He's like,
Aper.
Aper, good luck, but not really. It was the funniest shit. I was like, dude.
Bro.
I didn't even know he was
He's
Armenian.
like, oh yes, you're Armenian too, but not really. Maybe he said, maybe you're not really Armenian. I don't know.
Well,
but
a lot of Armenians do say that Gregor's like, no, fake Armenian. What do they say? I don't know. They say he's not.
No, yeah, well, like
He's
that's
not
what I
from-
heard
he's
from
not
the.
a Glendale
That's what I heard.
Armenian.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
it's-
He's
From
also
all the
Armenian,
homies
yeah.
and shit, they're saying he's not a real Armo, but
Dude, but talk about the Armenian fans. Armin Zarukian was at the event, right? And so at the end of the day, Armin was sitting there, and then next thing you know, there's all like 50 fucking kids in the fucking, corral area getting signature. Where'd all these kids come from? Turned out they fucking jumped the barriers to get in to get a
that's the one
signature.
thing where like, bro,
diehard
shit, if
fans,
I was
bro.
like, cause I'm black and Mexican, right? But if I could choose anything else, I'd be
You'd be
Armenian, bro.
Maybe-
The support you guys have, like, you guys are like, it's
That's
like
why
you're
people
with
hate-
them or you're against them.
No, listen, people not hate on us, but talk, oh, they're the Armenian pros, they're this. We just happen to have a lot of Armenian athletes on the
Fighters,
roster, and they bring a huge fan
That's
base.
what it is,
And without a huge fan base and the athletes, our promotion wouldn't be
Yeah.
So I
successful.
think America, like for Americans, like I think it's like America's so diverse as it is. Like no one's getting like not many people rally behind like an American fighter to say
That's
or
what
like
it
other
is, bro.
cultures.
It's
Like
so diverse.
We're already so diverse. But like the Armenians, like if there's like 5 Armenians on the card,
Oh yeah,
Armenia
you're
shows
selling
up
out.
for them.
You're
Well,
selling
yeah,
out.
that's how it goes.
Selling out.
Spad, who does a Never Made Weight podcast, he's a really funny motherfucker.
No,
He'll basically
no, I
put
wanna
it. He
meet him
goes,
too.
"Sorry, I'm not voting against any Armenian. I just can't. I
Yeah.
love you. I vibe with you."
I saw him
but I
take that
can't."
shot from Albert. I DM'd him. I said, dude, I was
Oh,
like,
the body
I was
shots?
like, let a coach hit you to the belly.
Yeah,
so I'm waiting to
you
see.
might be a guest on his pod. Yeah, Yeah, I'm
Dude,
sure.
he's so
sure you
funny.
could ask- oh,
He's so funny.
Dude, he's so
Yeah.
hilarious.
He's
yeah.
he's I didn't even. I mean, no offense to him. I didn't know who he was until he was working with you guys. I was just like, dude, who the fuck
You
is
know,
this
it's
guy?
funny just because
Hilarious.
I didn't know who the fuck he was either,
Yeah.
but he came to an event. He's a friend of one of our sponsors. And I just liked his energy. We're just like, hey, you want to come to Content Day and do some stuff? Sure. And then, we just had him on the pod. It's just worked out really well.
If you're ever
Yeah.
a guest on the Never Made Weight podcast, make sure you don't wear a Gap shirt. Or I learned that a Gap shirt or a Gap sweater. Don't do it, guys.
Don't, yeah. Oh, dude, some
He's
of the
actually
stuff that
pretty
didn't
funny.
Yeah.
make it off the cutting room floor that he did at Content Day was really
Crazy.
edgy and
He's so
hilarious.
funny.
Yeah.
Dude, we need more of his content for sure. It was hilarious.
Yeah, we're gonna have him at Content Day again. I mean, we gotta schedule content for the May event, but
Yeah, we gotta get on that.
I know that's on our list to talk about today, bro.
Okay.
Well,
talk
are we
about it.
gonna make Mark Sanders a fight for May 9th?
Let's go. Yeah. So
Well,
what's
listen,
up, Ryan?
Oh, the Schmo is calling.
Now that he's on the fucking podcast, I feel like we have to. I've actually been trying to get him a fight. I swear there's been like 5 or 6 guys that actually
Hey,
have
Schmo, I'll
declined
call you
over
right
the
back,
last 2
okay?
events.
Thanks.
The fuck,
Should've
Smo?
put
He's
the
ruining
Smo
my
on
promo
speaker.
right now.
Sorry, the
No,
Schmo.
I'm just kidding.
The
Should've put him
Schmo
on
is much more
speaker.
important than you.
But-
Listen,
I think
Schmo's
Asher
calling
and
me.
Diego, both options. We could reach out
Yeah,
to them,
for
see what's
sure.
up with them. I think
Yeah,
there's a couple
Diego
other guys
Jaso,
that,
if he's down, that'd be like the one that I really want. If he doesn't want to,
Why
we
are you
could go
going head to
Asher.
head? Are you not reading the room? Your coach says he wants Asher. Now you
Well,
keep going
no,
back
he said
to
that's the easiest
Jaso.
fight for me, which I, do
I never
agree.
said the word easy.
What you say?
I said as a coach, I like this fight
Why?
a little bit more.
I actually think
No, I
that's
don't think it's an easy fight.
I think it's
I think it's an easier
that's-
fight than Jaso.
I just think as a coach,
You don't think so? You
I don't
think
know.
so?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I think that Asher's actually more technically sound than Diego. I hope no one takes it wrong. I think he's technically,
yeah, I
technically
can
sound,
see
maybe
that.
more well-rounded. I think Diego Jaso's more explosive.
Yeah.
And they both have their pros and cons. I don't know. I think both actually are good fights for you.
Yeah, I don't
Like they're both good, solid matchups.
I'm gonna teach you some
Yeah.
politics behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
man.
If coach starts
Yeah.
taking you on,
You just gotta go with
follow
the flow,
coach,
bro.
Yeah, you're
No,
right.
and
We
no,
talked
just
about this
kidding.
earlier, bro. Just trust what he's saying.
Yeah, and Asher's not
So,
an,
yeah,
Asher's not easier. He's not an easy fight. It's just as a
He's
coach,
not an easy fight.
see,
No, I respect
see
him a lot.
things that I think that we can capitalize on as a coach, respectfully, because he's a great fighter. He's
Yeah.
not easy at all.
No, yeah. To clarify,
No.
no disrespect. You're tough as fuck. You're not easy,
Yeah.
but I do feel like I'm just better, and I'm way better. And I feel like
You
it doesn't
should feel
really
that way.
matter who like you guys give me. I feel like I'm gonna show out and perform. So I'm just really excited to show you guys because I feel like I haven't showed you guys
tell Ryan to line somebody up
like
for you,
my
bro.
true
Oh, we're gonna make
potential.
it
Like you
happen.
guys have not seen what I could do.
Me and Mark's
so
are gonna talk tomorrow. He said he had a couple other matchups he wanted to tell me about. So we'll get it going.
I like
we'll
that.
get it going for
But
sure.
we gotta get locked in because I think we're what 7 weeks or 6 weeks out right
Yeah.
now. Whatever. No,
We
6
gotta go.
weeks.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Locked in.
We're going.
Then let's go.
Weight low.
I
May
know.
9th.
No, yeah,
Make
fucking
weight.
you guys wanted me to fucking fight on 6 days. No, I was like 158, bro.
No, it's all good.
I
I mean,
tried-
we didn't
we
even
tried-
watch it. I mean, you guys offered it. We're like, okay.
No, well, because I needed a fight.
I
It was a
offered,
good idea.
I offered it because Mark, and I'm gonna put him on spot. He likes to talk big game, but I was like, bro, you're gonna talk that shit. You got to be ready at all times, bro. You can't talk
He is
shit
right, he is right.
and
I
not
was
be ready
too
to go.
fat to- yeah,
but
yeah.
things he's learning, his growth. You know, you'll
No,
see
I'm not gonna go
You'll see him
like
mature.
Like I think I'm not ever gonna go past 155. I'm gonna like try to stay at 140, like 148, 150, 152.
That's
so
I think that
whenever you guys call me-
148 mark. If you want to stay
Yeah.
active and everything, just don't get above that. And as long as
Yeah, no, yeah, because there's a lot of pullouts at 35. I realize. So
35 and 45. I think there's 45 you
Yeah,
take on
so it's
a week
gonna be
notice or
like-
whatever too.
yo, Mark, you want to fight? Boom, 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 and then we're there. So
Let's go. We'll make it
So
happen.
we're gonna get you
Make it
on,
happen.
on May. I think it was a great fucking event overall. Thanks you guys
Yeah.
for joining us today. And then May 9th, we fucking do it
Yeah, May
again.
9th, we have a
Let's
big
go.
card lined
let's
up.
go. Yeah.
The Bully's going to be
Exciting.
headlining that card. We got a few other things match up. It's going to be another great card.
Beautiful.
All right,
Excited.
it's been fun.
Thank you
All
guys.
right,
so
thank
much.
you guys. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. Always a good time.
This episode of the Fight Family Podcast is sponsored by VEM Exotic Rentals.